Yay!
Whoop, whoop.
Welcome, Chad.
Ah, Nicolini!
Here's
I'm sorry.
There we go. No, go ahead.
No, it's all
That's
you.
fine.
I just wanted to say hello.
No, but it's your show. I'm just running it.
Enthusiastic. It's everyone's show, not mine.
Welcome, everyone. To
Donate for mimics.
I will clarify that in a bit.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But welcome, everyone. As Thread Raiders, I've started to this charity event for. It's for what? I know it's for Roar, but it's for
reach out and read.
Reach out and read.
Yes,
but it's
children's literacy
charity.
But I'm saying it was through another, like how we got this all started. I don't know how to explain it. So
Celebrity Cherry D20.
Yes.
Team Phoenix.
Cherry
Children's
D20.
literacy.
Celebrity Cherry D20.
At least D&D,
You
Scraticus.
say it much better than I do. Team Cherry D20. Yeah.
Not to be confused with Cherry D20. That's something different.
That's a whole other stream.
It's a whole nother stream. But anyway, so let's introduce everyone here. I'm going to start with myself real quick. I am Xynar01. I'll be running this shindig of craziness and happiness. And if CA wants mimics.
No, you have to explain the mimics very clearly.
Very clearly. Okay. So there is a donation list for this event where if you give $10, you can give either the DM or the players a natural 1 or 20. You can give the players a health potion. You can give the DM a health potion too, but why? And
I want to live.
Yeah. For $20, player gets an enchantment on one of their items. You tell us which item, and I roll randomly for an enchantment.
And for 75.
And don't jump ahead.
And just the background, by the way, you forgot the university part of your overlay. We're currently flying through space, which is pretty cool.
It is.
The Raiders through space.
For 35, an angel will swoop down and actually resurrect a player character that has died. Or it can be saved for when a player character does die, or I mean, if they die. And for $50, enchanted chapstick. Why not? You can have enchanted chapstick. But for $50, a boss monster will jump into the game. You help pick the monster, and we'll make it happen. And and for $75, Mimic Madness. Every object in the room that can become a mimic does, which means that if there's equipment laying down on the ground, a chair, a table, a bookcase, a chest, someone's explosives that are set down, any of that can become a mimic. So which means we can have bombs in the game. Legitimately.
Yes.
And for $100, we're going to basically literally change the game. Where everyone goes into another dimension and we start this whole shindig all over again. Yes.
Runtime included.
Yes. Trash Panda. Mimic toilets. This could be your time to have mimic toilets. I will not sit on it, but I will. I'd be more than happy.
But how will you know it's
give
a
a
mimic?
tour?
What about a mimic outhouse?
Oh, that's rough.
That's
Wait, Ryan, didn't you say you were the one who had the House of Mimics, right? It was a whole.
I had a whole room that was a mimic.
Oh, did you kill everyone? That's amazing.
No, they did escape. Somebody
Wow.
them all, but
I'm so surprised they did.
Knock on wood, I don't think I've ever encountered a mimic in any of my games.
Oh, today's the day.
Well, it's been fun. I want to keep that record going, so enjoy the game.
No. So excited. I can't breathe.
So let's introduce all of our players now, shall we? And we shall start to, the top left-hand side, which would be Chaotic Anarchy.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chaotic Anarchy. Everybody knows me already. There's a lot of people in the chat. Hi, Jordan. I'm from Thread Raiders. You can find me pretty much anywhere on the Discords. I also stream. I'm on the Thread Raider podcast channel. You may have seen me at some of the panels of Gen Con. You may have met me at PAX Unplugged recently too, which was incredible. Yeah, so that's a little bit about me. Do I need to talk about my character?
If you'd like to introduce your character,
I do.
please do then.
Cassie Mablanca is the name of my character. For reasons which you'll know. Hopefully Ryan goes after me because then it won't make sense. They are a demolitionist. They teach at gnome. I'm also a gnome. They teach at a university we don't know of yet because the GM hasn't told us yet. And they teach explosives engineering. Yes, that's what they do. That's my character. I'm sticking to it.
Well, okay, I'm gonna have to go in order as it says it's on the screen.
No, but what if they don't understand my name?
Okay, then we will
Ryan
go
has
with
to go.
Ryan next.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm Ryan. I'm Baleg Maradin on Twitter. So my character is Humphrey Bogard.
Get
He
it?
is a
Cassiopeia? Get it? That's good. We thought of that ourselves.
I am a
I don't feel so bad now. Thank you.
I am a forest gnome. I am just a history teacher. That's all I am. Substitute history teacher.
Substitute?
That's all I am. I'm gonna die quickly. There's nothing going on. No underlying thing whatsoever.
Right. Nothing at all happening.
I
I
don't.
feel like that's too much buildup to not be something.
Nothing to see here.
Move along.
Continuing on.
Let's see. Anybody want to volunteer for next since we're out of order?
I'll follow up with that. I'm Jindiana Bones. I'm a warlock, but I don't have the spiritual weapon whip. I wasn't that on enough. But yeah, I'm a tiefling warlock. I don't know how the baddies are here, so I don't know how much I hate them or anything like that. But yeah, doing archaeologist stuff, and then I teach. But I have a different outfit for that.
Oh, man.
Well done. All right, Monk, how about you?
All right. Monk2774 on Twitter. You can pretty much find me on just random streams here and there, or trying to help out with charity events and stuff like that, or just see me supporting all my groups on Twitter. Just watch my spam of notes. I am playing Urok Brokenose, a half-orc cleric of knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I love it.
I am a guest here at the university because I have come around to talk about spirits and hunting them.
Oh,
Ooh, the Ghostbuster.
Are you legit Professor Brokenose, or is this just a
who says that? Of course he is.
I am
Yes,
legit.
you
You are
are.
legit. Interesting.
I have
probably
spirits
check
around,
out one of your lectures.
I have spirits around me all the time, and I'm talking to them.
They
Ooh.
keep him in a special wing of Hogwarts.
All right, Miss Ray.
Okay, so
Rene.
I guess we're gonna go with me. I am Faery Rene pretty much everywhere. You can find me doing stuff with the Thread Raiders, occasionally on some other streams, or over on Geeky Bugbear, doing all the fun things, be it video games, tabletops, and I am playing Inca Runehammer. I am a mountain dwarf sorcerer who
Nice.
specializes in inscribing runes into the armors and weaponry to enhance beauty and possibly power. It rarely works.
That works really well. So we obviously have our A-class faculty here.
Yes.
Right.
Did you show them your pizzas? It's important.
Yes,
Oh,
please share your pizzas.
Yes.
And-
If you tuned in at the last Thread Raider charity stream, we had pizza
Yes.
bags as thank yous for our more generous donors, and they're coming along so nicely. So many of them, all the
They
pizza
look so
slices.
good.
Yeah.
But
And the
they'll
best
have
one,
crusts and be assembled, and they'll be your handy dandy perfect slice for you pizza dice bag.
nice.
Yay.
And the perfect one, of course, is the ham and pineapple ones.
Oh.
Num, num, num,
I personally agree.
Ooh.
But we did have quite a few that wanted
Sound of
pepperoni
dice.
and pineapple. You decide.
Beans business.
So, is everyone ready for this chaos that's going to ensue thanks to this wonderful faculty?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Stand
ready for
here.
myself.
Now, I'll be honest. I was torn between having a reputable university or something like the pay-as-you-go online university option.
For-profit online university. All right.
Yeah.
You know, but the fantasy version.
No.
So, like, you know, talking through like a crystal ball to your class or something like that. I mean, that would be kind of cool. And like I said, like a for-profit thing. So, which would you prefer, my players?
A reputable one.
A rep.
Yeah. I need fundage. I need money to go digging.
I mean, I'm gonna blow it up anyway. It doesn't really matter
That's what I was wondering if it was like an online one.
because mimic bombs is a thing.
Yes.
$75, just saying.
We need those in our life.
Yeah, you
Lo-
make my heart so happy.
Our characters may not, but we do.
Yeah, it may end the game, but we'll start anew.
Yeah, we'll just continue after the glorious explosion that may occur.
As Ghost, right?
Yes,
what?
and you can talk to us. See, we could all die, and then I'll pay
Yes.
$35 for the angel to resurrect you, and then you can talk to us. It'll be like the game is still going on. Always thinking.
Nice.
So this reputable group of of professors,
Strange people.
sadly though, not very not a lot of, I can't think of the right term for it, but not a lot of respect from your fellow professors that are more of the upper crust, like the arcane professors and, you know, the ones that teach, you know, magic, and all the druish ones. They're all stuck up because nature is the best.
I'll
They
teach
judge me
him
for
with
being
my
a
runes of
warlock.
power.
Well,
Don't they?
and you know, some of them happen to be of the more pronounced or more reputable races of knowledge. Like obviously elves know more about the arcane than anyone else, and
Oh, yeah.
dwarves know more about, you know, construction and dungeoneering and such like that because they're dwarves, and because you got to fit those stereotypes somewhere. But you know, because that's what people expect. That's not necessarily what might be the truth, but that's what people expect. So when, you know, your students that, you know you actually
Mhm.
respect you and, you know, understand, well, those that want to be respected, I'm not sure about if your characters want that or not. That's up to you. But, you know, your classes and such that you teach really does do a, you know, a lot of students really do appreciate it. So but like I said, the other faculty, you guys are kind of new and not a little different, or, you know, on loan and, you know, temporary, and you blow things up. How does that, you know, how does that really help people?
Let me tell you all the ways after you're done your opening, of course.
But that's, you know, that's just how a lot of the other faculty teach you all or treat you all. So this one fine day, you get to the staff lounge late, and because you got your break late, and for some reason everyone was treated to a very proper meal, but they didn't have anything left over or left from that meal for you, 5.
No.
So you kind of got student food
I see
instead.
how it is. God.
How
Terrible
can they
place.
eat this?
Yeah.
This brings back memories. Reminds me of mom's cooking.
They said after high school everything would be fine. Clearly not.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll eat my fish stick.
Is it really fish? We're not sure. It could be mind flare stick. Whatever. Either way.
A mind flare. Hey.
And I
There's
can tell,
advantages.
like, the other professors had, like, a nice spread. I can tell that, so
Oh, yeah.
I feel, like, extra disrespected. Oh, God.
But and the staff, you know, being the staff, the cafeteria staff and such like that, we're like, we're really sorry we ran out. We didn't expect to. We thought we had it all planned out, and you know, everyone was supposed to have a particular amount, but some people may have taken more than they should have, and we're really sorry. But we're gonna try and make it up to you next time. And then as you all are sitting there and not really enjoying, but you know, consuming your sustenance. You know, because it is sustenance. I can't really call it necessarily food, but you know, one of the it looks like one of the maintenance people. He's a half orc as well. Comes in and looks panicked a little bit. He's like, "There's a problem. Professors are dumb." And that's it. He just looks at you. Are you dumb too?
No.
Good.
I share my fish stick with Humphrey.
Who exactly is it that you be calling dumb?
Other professors are dumb. Come see.
I'm gonna take him to my basement. And I'm gonna
I grab like a
I'm gonna
handful of
blow him
cheese
up in my
sticks.
basement.
I grab like a handful of cheese sticks and one of those like half-stale dinner rolls and follow him. All right, then, off with you. Show us what's the problem.
I pick up my staff, throw it up under my arm, have it across my chest, grab my plate of food with me, and I'm sitting there walking, following them, and eating what's left of it.
I love how the food's terrible and everyone's still taking it with.
Hey,
God, this is horrible. It's mine.
Because it's better than not getting paid at all.
yes. Food is food, and it's free, so
Yeah, well-
eat it.
Well, technically, it's part of your pay, but you know.
In that case, where's the good bread? Greedy bastards ate it all.
As we get to the end of the table where one of the professors are sitting and so forth, as we're following the maintenance man, if there's a roll there on the plate, I reach down, grab it, and toss it to the dwarf. There's the good bread.
Oh no, the other faculty is already gone. They already had their lunch. You guys came in late.
Okay.
That's why there's stuff missing, and it's not cool, you know.
Yeah. We'll find it later.
Foiled again.
So, basically the maintenance guy, you know, brings you around to one of the lecture halls, and this high elf, our magic user, probably a wizard, is just kind of staring down at a book, like blankly. And some of the students are too, actually.
And they're just staring?
Just staring. And he's like,
Is-
the professor's mumbling a little bit like,
What's going on here?
As Bogard starts asking his question, I set my plate down, pull my staff out, and just BAM! Across the table right next to the book. Wake up!
Yes, Dak, something is wrong. Students are reading. So he just kind of glances over to you. Why are you here?
Why aren't you?
Good question. You're always thinking.
Thanks.
I trust she's the leader.
We were told there was a problem in here, and we've come to see what it was and see if we can fix it. Since apparently this gentleman here think professors are stupid.
Oh! Do you want me to blow it up? I got something sticky for it. Just saying.
Man, I dropped my pizza.
Was it pineapple? No.
Yes.
Oh, hopefully it didn't go face down.
Oh, donate $1 to save the pizza.
That's
Save
pizza,
my pizza.
30-second rule.
pizza abuse. Disadvantage for the next 5 minutes.
Drop the pizza.
Thankfully, I have more.
And who's who? Let's see. There's two of you that are basically nearby this professor. You both notice that the book appears to be blank.
That's weird. You know, I've heard if you rub some lemon on it and set it on fire, it'll reveal a message.
Like that. And
That's
set it
pirate
on fire.
map, not textbooks.
But how you know until you set it on fire?
I know there's like script that shows under candlelight and things, but you don't actually set it on fire.
I light a candle.
Let me see that book, and I'm going to take a look at it and see if I can notice anything strange about it.
As you start flipping through the book, you've noticed that the only thing that's still in the books in this book is pictures, but no captions, no text, nothing else.
As I'm looking over Bogart's shoulder and everything, I look over to my right hand side. There's nobody really staying there. Hey, Vernon, do you see anything in that book?
Does it smell like lemon? I'm telling you.
Yeah, I got the Eyes of the Runekeeper. I see anything there? Read any language? No languages, just pictures?
Just pictures, no text whatsoever.
It's a picture book. Does it, like, as you open it, does it like pop out too, like
No.
a little castle and things like that?
No, but actually, as you're looking at it, it looks like the pictures are starting to take over the pages more. So
Like-
it's turning into a picture book.
It's a mimic.
I cast detect magic.
Did someone donate? Should I be really excited right now? Let me refresh.
So, there is magic at play, but it seems to be a much larger scope than what your detection is picking up.
Well, that's highly unusual. I'm getting magic from everywhere, and granted, there's a lot of magic that goes on here, but it's usually isolated to things in particular places. This is quite large. Something's afoot.
I'm looking for lemons. I'm determined.
You picked up the book, right, Bogart?
Yeah, I picked it up.
As he's sitting there and he has his hands and he's looked at it, I just kind of reach over his shoulder since he is a gnome and I'm a half-orc and just flip a page and see what happens on the next page.
Look up at him. I turned to the person who had the book and I'm like, what is this?
That's my magic book, my spell book.
Why is it so picture friendly?
It has my spells. That's how my spells are.
They're
You
just
wizards are an odd lot.
in pictures. There's no words. It's just like, how do you read it? Is this kind of
Read?
like a mind palace thing? Because I don't do those.
Read? No, you follow pictures.
Elven magic. What can you
Sounds
expect?
like he's tripping. Can you follow this image for me? Tell me what is it saying to you?
And as you look, it starts turning into what looks like to be like if you had a kid's book about casting spells, but with no words.
If I put my hand on it, does it like go into like a realm, a different realm?
No.
Has
Your
it
hand's
always
still
been
attached. No.
Being a wizard's pretty boring. I'm not very excited right now.
And even then, even if you see the instructions on how to cast a spell, like in picture form, it starts kind of even then some more simplifying as it goes.
Interesting.
I've heard wizards have their spells burn out of their mind, but out of their spell book as well? What the hell is this?
What's the name of the book?
There is no name on the book.
Well,
There are literally no words in the book whatsoever or on the book.
Can I have the book?
It's my spell book.
I'll bring it back. Have there pour some lemon on it.
All I know is wizards have a strange way of doing things because they're not favored by the gods.
Oh.
Or do they just have it born in them like, some of us do?
Wow.
Mm.
Man, the
That was
stereotypes are hitting hard tonight.
Yeah. Oh man. Watch
you
out,
encouraged
Muggles.
this.
I encourage this. I did coughing. I don't know what happened.
I turn and look at the maintenance guy that brought us down here. Okay, they're staring at a book. Why are they dumb?
Book have words before.
So you say the book had words, but he says that didn't.
I saw words in books. All books have words.
What kind of wizard are you? What do you
Don't
do?
like books.
Do you have a favorite spell?
And the wizard looks down at the book. He's like, I like mend. Mend is fun. Mend is useful. Mend is good.
And then I turn around to Humphrey like, what are we doing here? I don't understand.
So I want to roll an insight on him. Is he hiding something from us, or is he just that stupid?
Go ahead and roll.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, he must be that
Nice.
stupid.
Ooh.
You really are like, this guy is off his rocker. Something is wrong. Yeah,
Perhaps
or
we
he's
should
just
take him
really
to go
that
see the
stupid.
Nurse. Gotta be a school nurse, right?
Yes,
Right.
school cleric, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, it's kind of
Oh,
school
wait.
nurse. But so the maintenance gentleman actually walks up to one of the students, grabs their book too, and shows you that there's looks, same book, same.
I'm gonna go around the room and look at all the books that are in this room.
Some of them are blank. Some of them have pictures in them. Some of them, students even have quill and ink and everything, like they were writing something potentially, but now some of them are just like doodling pictures and stuff, which could just be a delinquent student. But but all of them, I mean, come on.
As we were walking, would there have been any plaques or wooden nameplates that I'm used to seeing names
Yes.
on
Yes.
are they still there, or are
Yes.
they gone as well?
No, those are still there.
I'm going. I got my pack to the tome. I'm getting really paranoid and nervous with all these books losing all their words. So I'm gonna take a quick peek in there and make sure I still got my goods.
Yes, actually, your book looks perfectly fine. Your tome is completely intact.
But these other books are doing this. Oh no. I want one of the kids that's just doodling. I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, "Hey, what you doing? That's school property." And I'm gonna just yank it from
Sorry,
him.
Professor. Okay.
Just nothing. Same pictures.
It's just doodles, but look like they could be note related doodles, but not not actually notes.
Have I
Related,
ever
but not actually
heard of-
notes?
Yeah, have I ever heard of anything like this? Or
No, you've never heard of books without words and words going away? No.
And none of the books have words?
None of the books have words.
Do I
gonna pull
remember
out-
seeing words ever in my life? Or is this a world
yeah.
with no words?
Well, no, because the books don't have any words in them, but the wall plaques and everything do still. and like the teacher's name still on a plaque by their desk, and when you walked into the this room, it still had the room number and the name, everything.
I wanna try something. I got my quill, so I'm gonna open up my book
Ooh.
that I just took from that kid, and I'm gonna start like writing my favorite words. Close it up, and I'm gonna like kind of look away, take it up a little, and then pop. Are my words still there?
Okay, so when you look at it, the words kind of blur a smidge, and they stay.
Oh, they stay.
I'm gonna put some like nonsense Urban Dictionary words in there.
What's some good
They
fantasy
come
Urban
true?
Dictionary words? Just wondering if you knew
It's
it.
a PG channel, and I probably should mention that.
Okay, so you put some Urban Dictionary words in there.
Heat.
Slang.
Yeah. So yeah, and then same.
Same as
Just
before. So it's like there might be some sort of magic at work, because it looks like it's trying to overtake your words, and then it just stops.
But why did it stop at your words? Why is your word law? I don't understand. Are you a wizard too?
I'm a warlock. I didn't study as much as those guys.
So I'm gonna write. Can I borrow your quill?
Yes.
I'm gonna write in there, and I'm not a magical person, so I'm going to write in it. Is the same thing happen, or does it disappear?
Same thing happens, where it looks like almost like the book, the page might be trying to swallow the word up, and then it stays.
Oh, he's full. Maybe we should try a different one.
Yeah. I'm gonna put in some. Okay, so I tried my favorite words, and I tried all this made-up words. So I'm gonna try some fancy $5 vocabulary, polysymbolic words.
This is good.
Same thing from before.
Okay.
It looks like
All right.
it's trying to erase, and then it just stops, and it's working, and like the words stay.
I feel very worried for the library right now. Does this half-orc custodian fellow
Maintenance. I maintenance. I know clean.
Or custodian.
I fix things.
Well, how long
fair
have you
enough.
been at this
I'm sorry.
university?
But does he have anything else for me, or just that everybody's dumb?
His brother is a custodian, by the way, and they're very similar. But
Yes, I confused you for your brother. He's very similar. I'm sorry. Obviously, yeah. Sorry.
me more handsome. So, what was your question before? How long have you been here? You guys have been here for probably a good semester at least.
And
Two.
do we know there were words before?
Oh yeah, classes went perfectly smooth and everything was like normal.
What's the lighting like in this room? What's actually lighting up this room?
Well, it's dark and temperamental, because that's what fantasy gives you, because there's no like real natural light.
Well, I'm saying, is it like candle, or have they created some like continual globes of continual lights or something like that?
So yeah, there's magical light. Some of it. So the university is going through a renovation program. So the continual flame torches have been starting to be stripped out for like globe lights, like little glow lights instead, like the globes that just kind of float there. And the room's half done. Because
It's
budget
much
constraints.
Much more mana efficient.
Okay. Interesting.
But
I
you
could
got
light
that
this
down
room
some
up for free.
There's some hallways that are still continual flame torches, and some of them have been replaced with these like glow globes instead. So it's just like it's an upgrade to look better and more efficient. And students were trying to set each other on fire with the torches, and they got tired of that. Even though you can't, but they still try.
Yeah.
So you said we've been here for a good semester.
At least some of you could have been 3 or 4.
Have we noticed anything strange or Like anybody new show up or anything like that?
Make an intelligence check.
I can make intelligence Apparently I can't because I rolled a 1.
Wow. Okay.
No.
You know what? Since the faculty haven't been very nice to you, the actual professors and such, you really haven't done a whole lot to interact with them to know if anybody new has really shown up here and there. So you've kept to your students and your aides, because they've been more helpful. And some of the faculty that do like maintenance and cafeteria staff, they're always nice, but the professors have always been kind of a pain. And some of the administration too cater to the professors that bring in more students, obviously, because that brings in more gold. So, for example, our explosives professor doesn't get a lot of students. So, which is why.
That's me.
Exactly.
Because you lose one occasionally in a lab incident, you know.
Part of one.
Nobody signs up.
You never said you lost any
you don't need
students.
more than 3 fingers anyway.
You may not have kept all of the student intact, but you didn't lose any students yet.
That's right, Mega. Explosions are awesome. You can sign up for my class.
Just half off now. No.
Yes, but no words because they're missing.
Okay.
We're just gonna use hand signals to figure out how to take apart the bombs.
But
That's
what
actually
if they
kinda
lose a
terrifying.
hand?
Then it's dump signals. I don't know. It's hook.
It's all part of being an engineer.
Then you go. You
Sure,
join the
odds for the
necromancy
win.
department and you get extra parts.
My tome senses are tingling. I want to check out the.
Your
I'm worried
what?
about my tome senses.
Oh,
My
tome. I think you
tone.
said tone. I was like, do you
My
hear that?
tomes. I'm like, yeah. I'm
Mm.
pretty worried about those other books too. Favorite book. So yeah. I assume there's a library, right? This is a university.
Oh yeah, we need to hide your books because whatever's happening here is contagious.
Oh, should we quarantine these books? I'm not going to burn these books, even if they're blank
I'm gonna put it
books.
on lockdown.
Meaning she
I'm
wants
gonna
to
light up
burn them
this-
and blow them up.
I'm gonna blow up the door so no one can get through.
Ooh,
It's
all right.
guaranteed to work.
Blow up
And
the
then
door so
when
no
we
one gets through.
detected magic, it was I don't know. It might already be an outbreak. This could already be a book epidemic. So
Might have
Not
to take
losing
out
any
all-
more books on my watch.
Academic book academic.
Okay.
I don't. How do you put that together? So
yeah, that's all I got. I think I want to go to where the most books are. Anybody else got any ideas?
Perhaps talk to whoever's in charge here.
Yeah.
So we split the
Yeah.
party.
No,
Yes.
no. We should all go to the principal's office.
Universities have deans.
Whatever.
We know the way.
I'm down
I'm
to
a
split
professor
the
here. I can call him
party
when I want.
as long as somebody goes with me.
I will go
Question.
to detention with you.
Question.
Answers.
Does it seem to be crossing between all languages within the books,
Ooh, good.
both arcane as
Ooh.
well as other racial languages?
Is Spanish okay?
I hope so. It's a lovely language.
It is really lovely. I'm
Um,
ashamed to lose those words.
Actually, as you look through whatever books that are like in class, like you obviously are now racially profiling the students, and you're you're taking and looking through their different tomes, they all suffer the same exact fate as the next. Some have pictures, some are just blank.
We'll use Druidic first. Nobody ever uses that.
Well, they wouldn't be in the arcane class either, so probably not going to find that in this room.
Why
Right.
would some be blank?
If it's
It
if it's all
could-
theirs. Oh no! And I go rummaging quickly in my bag and I look at the little hammerhead inserts that I'd made for embossing runes into the metalwork where I'm trying to imbue the magic through rune stamps instead of actual magical means. do those symbols still remain, or are they disappearing as well?
The
They would
symbols
be
are still
basically
there.
like rune. Okay. The runes be
Are
safe.
they kind
Good.
of like memory books? Like if I, all right, can I look at the one that has like a blank page and then I'm going to think really hard? Does like my memory like go onto the empty page?
No,
I got nothing.
but the memory disappeared. No, I'm just kidding. No.
It is a mimic. It's a
How
memory
freak am
eating
I? I thought about myself and now I forgot.
No, good idea, but no, the book just remains blank, except for where you've written it already.
Take us to the dean.
So
Does-
the wizard, whose book you've picked up in, Mr. Bones, and you've written in it, he's looking at the writing in the book, confused.
You know what this is, right?
No, what kind of picture is that?
I'm gonna put like, I'm gonna write in common, huge and legibly, very legibly. Wizards are dorks. Warlocks rule. And then I'm just gonna kind of like, and then I'm gonna watch his face and see if he reacts to it at all.
He's still confused. What is that?
What's
Oh,
your
wait.
name, guy?
I know. He picks up the plate that has his name on it. It's like this, right? It's this kind of picture.
What's the plate look like?
It's his nameplate.
Hmm.
He picked it up off his desk.
What's the picture say?
Pictures don't talk.
Oh, this guy's rough.
bloody well lost the ability
wasn't
to
asking,
recognize
like-
the letters.
I wasn't being a bad player and asking what his name was. I was asking for story purposes. 'Cause it's,
So I grab all the plates and I bring them over. What did they look like?
You grab all the what?
All the plates.
Like the different, like the ones that are on paintings. You rip those off, and the
Yes.
plaques and everything.
What do they look like? What do they say? Do they speak to me?
No, they don't actually talk to you, but you can read them.
What did they say?
Well, like some of the, like one of the plaque was this was dedicated by, like Mr. and Mrs. Schmitz, because for their donation to the university's arcane department, and this is was the Battle of Wayfar, because you pulled it off of a painting. They're all just informational pieces.
That was quick thinking, Casablanca. And I grab one and hold it out to the dean. What's this say?
What's
Tell me what
mine
it
say?
reads.
Sweet.
What does the sign
mine
say?
I walk over to Mr. Bones. And, instead of drawing words for him, actually draw a picture and see what happens.
okay, somebody else is going to have to do that.
I grab the book and the quail. Stick name.
That's a great sound.
And I draw the poorest dog you could ever see.
Actually,
Actually, no. I forgot. I am skilled in painting supplies and drawings. Yes, so I actually
Draw Michelangelo.
I draw up a good dog and hold the book pages toward him. What is this?
That's a dog.
Boom! Very good.
The plate and go, and what is this?
Plate. It was on by the painting. What? I don't.
Words are
On the plate,
words.
right there.
While everybody's busy talking to this guy and huddled around this guy, I pull Cass aside and I whisper to her, I think this is why we're here.
I agree. Not every day the letters escape.
Ding, 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 ding.
So I'm like, words are coming out of my mouth, right?
Yeah, like
And you
literally,
hear my
because then
words.
that's really weird.
What are words that are like words you can see?
Picture like
This
the
guy.
dog.
It's Braille
The dog.
now.
You can see the dog.
I
Doesn't
start.
well no letters anymore.
I start flipping through Mr. Bones' book again that I have in my hands and start trying to find that damn dog picture I drew and see if the dog is still there or if it's moved or.
No, the dog's still there.
Blow that one up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
blow
Is
that
it
one
still
up.
a good dog?
Is it a good dog? Bad dog?
Oh, it's a good dog. Vernon, this is a good one, isn't it? Yep. And hand the book back to Mr. Bones.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the library. I'm concerned.
So the half orc maintenance manager basically he goes, look,
It's got a very long title. For
It gives-
manager, man, maintenance.
it keeps getting bigger
Third in.
because he's trying to make himself more important as he goes on. No. You know, see, wizard as dumb as me.
What, you can't read? You don't know words,
That was an
letters?
insult.
No,
How did you get this
I fix things
job?
like walls. I fix
Well,
walls.
can you fix this? Because really, this is not good.
Write your name down, and then I'll see if he can do that for me.
He writes in finger paper.
So in traditional, illiterate writing, he does write what could pass as his name.
I don't know goblin, so yes. Wait, is it giant? I forget what they speak. Yeah, but I don't know that.
Yeah.
Can I look around the room to see if there's anything else that's unusual in here? Maybe something we're missing.
Yeah, you can take a. Well, let's see what that'd be. Investigation.
Oh no. 5. Yay.
Ooh.
Well, with your 5, well, this classroom's already set up pretty weird anyway because it's a bunch of wizardy stuff. But otherwise, no. It looks like a bunch of wizardy students, you know, with random spell components about. But that's about it.
I'm going off to see the dean. Come on, Humphrey. Let
Yes.
us go.
I grabbed one of the books out of the kids that have been kind of looking at books that looks like it has a little bit of pictures or writing left on it. but it's
Pictures, no
almost-
writing.
Okay. I walk out of the classroom, outside the door frame of the classroom, and then open the page and start flipping through it to see if things change once I'm outside the room.
It stays the same.
Okay.
Ooh. I know. There's wizards here, right?
Huh?
There's wizards here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Maddox, when you say the component, yeah, I'll just ask one like, hey, why don't you do a spell out of your spell book for me? You're a wizard. That shouldn't be anything, right? Just do the spell.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so one student stands up. He's like, "No problem, I got this," and he casts dancing lights. And the lights dance around, and you know he's controlling them and everything. He's like, "See, spell."
Not cantrip. You use a slot out of one of your books.
You cast a real spell.
You don't want me to cast a cantrip, and then I just little Eldritch crackle at him. Just a little.
So this really quiet kid stands up and goes through a spell component pouch. He casts a spell and oh dang. So the kid that did the dancing lights, you know, all of a sudden kind of like but like shakes it off. Whatever spell was cast. He made a save.
Careful not. Okay, so they're just gonna. I see.
And then the professor's like, no spell casting against fellow students, not allowed. You know, you might be a professor here, but you can't encourage that kind of behavior. Mr. Bones.
Show me where it says that in the rule book.
So he goes
Being
back.
lawful, I pull out the rule book of faculty measures and
So-
start flipping through it.
Yes.
looking
What
for
does
it.
that look like?
So he actually grabs his too from his desk.
Okay. Okay. Good. Now we're getting somewhere.
What our policy books look like.
So the covers look almost identical, except for his has no words on it.
Oh God.
But mine's okay.
Yes.
This room is cursed.
And he flips to a part where it's like has a picture of a student because it's shorter than one of the professors, and it has like a little lightning bolt pointing, and it's this big circle and says no, and it's like pointing at another student. So he's like right here.
And when we look at that book, do we see the student with the lightning bolt with a little circle with a line through it, and another student?
Yes.
I flip to the same page and show them mine what it says.
And it does clearly say students are not allowed to cast spells against other students on university property, because the university is not to be held responsible for blah blah blah.
Is the world turning into memes?
Such a meme world. Oh.
Are there's evil spirits at work here that's taking away the written word and making us look at pictures only?
Yeah, even memes have bottom text.
That's a good point.
Memes only work.
They're dumbing down our world.
Memes or this adventure? I'm just trying to clarify.
Somebody donate so we can save memes.
Save memes. Oh my god. Some people might donate to get rid of
save
memes.
a meme.
I'm just saying. Okay, so off to the dean's room, off to the dean's office.
Yep.
So the group that gets there first, like we're going there. And the dean, of course, is in his office or in her office, and she's like, "Can I help you? Is your class not in session?"
There seems to be a problem here.
What's the problem?
And the book I had in my hand, I show her the book.
Well, what's wrong with the book? It's a book.
There's no words written in this book.
No books have words in them.
Why?
But they do. And I hold out my policies and procedure handbook.
What's wrong with your book?
No, what's wrong with yours?
Turns, grabs the book, looks just like the professor's. The cover, everything, just like the professor's. Flips through it and is like, "This is the book you were all handed when you were hired."
Yes.
But where have all the words gone?
This never had words.
Yeah, but words in life. Do you use words? Like where? Do you use any books with words? Have they been banned?
Books don't have words. They've never had words here.
But here, but like, what about outside here? Do there words?
Written words. Writing?
Nobody writes words. They're all pictures. Everything's pictures. We teach
go
by
over to the
example.
chalkboard.
But
This
how are we
is
learning how to
a
communicate
word.
now if we didn't learn words?
Well,
We're not speaking in pictures.
no, but you have to understand, even a gnome like yourself should understand that the spoken word is, you don't have to know how to read to speak. It helps to learn, but however, your elders should have been the teachers of your spoken word.
I give you like the snarkiest look I could possibly give someone.
Even a gnome like yourself?
I want to ask our dwarf friend with the runes. This might be your big chance. Maybe you can invent letters.
You're right.
There's big money in letters. I'm just saying.
I stop writing in the normal common on the chalkboard and immediately erase it and switch over to my rune speak. Scribbling it out. So you see here, clearly it says, this is a word. And then this, and I add like a little hook on it, means it's a power word.
Power word read. No.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I'm really worried about the books now. So if I go to the library, I'll ask Guy, all the books are pictures already?
We mean already. They've always been pictures.
No! I'm so sad for those books. All right. Are they pretty pictures?
Oh yes, a lot of them are fantastic.
Don't go to the dark side. Wait a minute.
Brings this book that
I'd like to recall the last time I saw a word. When was that? Because it wasn't here apparently.
no, all the signs and stuff still have words on them. Just the books don't have words.
I'm gonna go into my now blank book, and I'm just gonna start like chronicling everything I do, and just putting in like 5-minute micro journal updates, so I can remember what words are. Because I'm afraid I'm gonna forget now.
Well, no
So,
wonder
I'm
everybody
talking
keeps blowing up
really
in my classes. There's only pictures.
They don't know how to read.
Like the pictures of the explosions is supposed to be like a warning thing. Clearly, they're taking it way too seriously.
Perhaps you and I should talk about redoing your books.
Again, with the snarkiest face I could muster for a gnome. Just all McSnark. Come on, Humphrey.
You're saying that the books never had words.
Take me away from this place.
And what about the plaque? I mean, you know that these were attached to the art pieces. I snatched one back from Cass. You know they were attached to the art, and these are words. How do you explain this being on there?
I have all of the rest of them, like just in a handful.
I'm keeping them. They're mine.
Proof words existed.
Last of the written words, they are mine.
I shall sell them for money. No.
Yo, I got a capital A over here. How much you want?
It's like the dark side of Sesame Street. Today we'll sell you the letter B and the number 7.
Auction starting at $7. $7.
Sold.
And she's like, they've always been on those pictures and stuff.
But how do you explain them?
They were donated.
Oh,
Shit.
Somebody
that
else
does
made
explain
them.
a lot.
Why do you prefer books with just pictures and no words?
Because books only have pictures.
All over the world?
Yeah.
Do I recall that being a thing? Or
No,
have I
of
ever
course
seen?
not.
Okay.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore,
Okay.
Toto.
I wish I had brought my heels.
Yeah, just when you need a pair of ruby red glass slippers.
There's no place like Gnome. There's no place like Gnome.
Now, Kels, your books, did you produce them all here or did you bring them with you?
Some of them I brought with.
Because check the books that you wrote while you were within the university versus the books you brought with you.
Fine. She grabs one of the books that obviously is old, and as she's quite long-lived, and sets it down, blows off the dust, and opens it up, and takes something that is relatively new off of her desk, and puts it right next to, and starts going through it, and they both only contain pictures.
Who created the first picture book?
Oh, I don't know. Picture books have been around for a long time.
Like how long? Like 5 minutes? 15 years?
Since I can remember.
Which is when?
Hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds. And this is hundreds of years. Holy crap.
Are any of the faculty here published? Are there any authors amongst this faculty?
Quite possibly, yes.
Ooh,
I
we're
would
high
like
in
to
faculty.
talk to one of
Thanks,
these
Smitty.
authors and see the process for writing or drawing a book, I guess it is.
Yep, drawing a book. Exactly. So, and that's exactly what it looks like, drawing a book.
So, all right.
But you can tell that the the artwork is not necessarily as good as you would expect for a quality book. But some of these people obviously do not really do well with art. They do okay with words, from what you can remember.
But what's the strange thing is they're saying all books are picture books, but yet we have nameplates with words and they recognize them.
Yes,
But they
don't
have the
recognize the
reason that
words.
they
They
were
recognize the
donated.
plate.
Okay,
And language doesn't exist anymore.
you're muted, chaotic.
No. So wait, they can't read the words that
No.
they see?
No.
Then who put the words there? Oh, because they were donated. They're
They
saying.
were
So
donated.
whatever's going on is affecting the books and the memories of the personnel that's here.
And there's no like, I don't know what year this is. Is there exit signs or like bathroom signs? There's like nothing. They're just pictures.
Well, yeah, kind of the bathroom signs are kind of pictures.
Oh, speaking of these bathroom
Yeah, but they weren't
signs,
donated.
I'm gonna go into one of these bathrooms. I'm not testing out the toilet mimic theory. No, thank you. But
So we donate quickly.
I will look at the stalls and see, since we are at a school, is there any graffiti on these bathroom stalls?
For
Ah.
$75, we can throw down a mimic bomb down this toilet, and it could be pretty epic. I'm just saying.
Down the mimic toilet, the mimic bomb down the mimic toilet.
I stand away from the toilet. It's fantasy.
And for $5, we'll draw the meme of this scene.
Yes, I stand away from the toilet and I look at the walls.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm gonna add that to our players list. We're gonna draw the scene for $5.
So all of the graffiti
Badly.
that's
Draw badly.
Uh-huh.
Stick figures.
which has been obviously done by students and such, is
You don't have to describe the pictures.
oh yes, we gotta keep it PG-13.
Yeah. But I get the idea.
But basically, it is pictures. They're not.
Oh,
Words.
that's disgusting.
Yeah,
Like
it
the
actually is
better one
pretty
of the words.
disgusting.
I liked it better when it was words. I slammed that door shut and I walk away disgusted, but kind of with an eye on the toilet.
Oh, sinks can be mimics too. This is the bad place to be. That mimics attack. Come on. No, well, anyway. So yeah, no, it looks like everything has been affected here that's been written by faculty and or the student population. Except, of course, U5.
All I got is we reinvent language. Is this a good thing? It's like a Tower of Babel situation or something. Everybody's using pictograms now. Do we just live in this world?
Is this
We're about to invent texting.
Yeah, that's where I'm
Amazing.
at. That's where
We're
I'm at.
so wealthy.
is the university surrounded by a town or something?
Oh yeah, there's a town nearby.
I say let's take the written word out into the town real fast and see if the people in town can still read it, or if it's the town and the university.
This is more
Now,
widespread.
That's smart. That's smart thinking.
Before we leave, we should probably check out the library.
And I reach over, I pat Mr. Bones on the back and says, "Yeah, this one here might have a heart attack if it's ruined."
Yeah, all right.
I'm both intrigued and terrified to see. I don't know if I can handle that, but yeah, we'll go. Yeah, check out the library.
So
Yep. So, like, when you look at the library, all the books have been replaced with picture books, and even some of them, and now as you're in the library, you see some of those books are starting to disappear as well.
the books themselves are disappearing?
Yes.
It was worse than I could have ever possibly imagined.
Now it's beginning to offend even me.
Well,
So-
all I can see here is that the orators of our tribes and stuff have now become valuable once again versus the written word of the books.
Can I take out a couple of my the classics and old favorites and put them down and see if I can tell if there's a pattern or anything, or see if I can understand our new picture language?
our new picture language. So actually, you can since you know the story, yes, you can follow along the pictures quite well. There's a lot of nuances of the story that's missing though, of course, because you can't necessarily capture all of it in picture form.
Yeah, that artist failed to capture that essence there. They should have done this here. And
Is there a graphic novel section in this library?
No,
All right.
they're all graphic novels now.
Ah!
But
The ugly ones. Yeah, I don't like this.
but like I said, the library appears to be getting smaller, as in the collection is getting smaller. Books are starting to disappear because the library is vast, and you can see these huge towers of books, and you go up another floor and there's more towers of books, kind of a situation. Some are stacked, some are in bookcases.
So they're just dissipating? Are they
Yeah.
blowing up? Or are they just turning to dust?
They're just dissipating. They're not like turning into dust. It's almost like they were never there.
Is the
What
dean with
happens
us?
if I grab one of the books?
The dean stayed in her office.
course.
You're gonna grab one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I need everybody to stand back to back and look all the way around the room. Because spirits have been known to cause problems. And I'm about to possibly see if there is a spirit hiding within closely.
Your ghost take all my words?
It's possible. I reach into my bag, pull out a pearl-type globe, and release it into the air, and say a command word, and it turns as bright as high noon in this library throughout the entire room. And I'm looking to see if I see any type, or hope that if anybody sees a movement of a shadow trying to move away from the bright light or anything like that.
Lucia Bear says we should play Pictionary.
Somebody give us $20 to do the opening scene from Ghostbusters.
Yes. Ghostbusters.
Okay, so there are no spirits. Now what's the globe or the light will show shadows and spirits and things like that only?
No, it basically emanates a daylight spell.
Okay.
So anything that's affected by daylight could possibly try to run away from it or catch on fire or whatever, based of a full daylight spell.
No, it's just really bright in the library now.
Okay.
And we got that really bomb lighting. We look like we're in a Korean boy band music video. Really good lighting right now.
Okay.
Whatever the problem is, we need to figure it out quick. The actual knowledge of the world is disappearing before our very eyes.
I mean, I can blow things up or I can blow things up. So I was not prepared for disappearing words.
I want to look around and see if there's any clues around here.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, is there any like doors that maybe like open up through a bookshelf kind of thing?
Anything? any possible like magic writing that's hidden somewhere or anything like that?
You have noticed that any of the books that any of you have written are still there.
I'm gonna start grabbing books and start writing them. The ones that are disappearing.
Okay.
Before they have a chance to disappear.
Just out of curiosity, why Bogart is writing in the books to try to prevent them from disappearing. I find one of the books that have started to disappear and appears translucent, I guess. I grab it and I start flipping it up and holding it to see if I can hold it in our reality and see if I can try to think hard enough about what was there to have the words reappear.
Okay, so that book still actually disappears in your hands. And any book that you've written in and you like set down, it almost like it struggles to like disappear and then just stays.
I got an idea, you guys, but I'm going to need a short rest.
They might all be gone by then. What do you think?
Got an idea, but I need a short rest.
I got a Pact of the Tome, right? And every time I lose my Pact of the Tome, it doesn't say how, I can do a 1-hour ceremony and I get a replacement. So that means new one. So I give, and my Pact of the Tome is unaffected. So I give you my Pact of the Tome, and then I like close my eyes and spin around, and then you go hide it somewhere, making me have lost it, but you would know the location. You just don't tell me, but I still lost it, so it's still in the lost condition, and then we'll see if I get another one. And then we'll have...
Sounds good to me. Give me that book.
You're just going to blow it up.
Rinse, repeat. Yeah, so go hide my book.
It will definitely be lost.
And then we'll take a little warlock now.
And I book it.
And you get free little pizza. Wait, no, wait.
Strap a little bomb to it.
Leave it roll an investigation check. I really tried looking for my tome. I love that thing. And then left 2 books.
I love that thing.
While Mr. Bones having his nap, I grab I grab the books that I can, and I start walking toward the entrance toward town.
Okay. So we got one running out with the tome, and one going to the town, one resting, and Mr. Bogard.
Scribbling in books, trying to save as many as I can.
Okay.
Right now.
I
Yes.
will accompany Urog
Yes, the party is extremely
into
split.
town.
Thank you, Moose, for pointing that out.
As I walk past Cass, I lean down. It's like arcane works in a strange way. Books that are just taken away or not lost, you need to throw it in a fire.
Throw it in a
Nope.
fire.
No book burning, please. No book burning.
Burning? No. Blowing up? Yeah.
Blowing up, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm itching.
You gave it to the wrong person.
No, give it to the right person because it's going to be lost.
Technically, if you explode it, you're not burning it.
Right.
You know, I mean,
That's it.
Well, parts of it might catch fire.
but that's an after
Fire.
effect from the explosion. You didn't set it on fire.
Correct.
That's true.
So, how amazing of explosives do you attach to said tome?
Well, I feel like it only needs one. They're pretty
Nothing.
potent according to my manual, so
But you did say it was a big tome.
I'm pretty sure people are going to hear it. That's the reason I'm asking.
well, I mean, we're an hour in and I haven't blown anything up, and I feel like I have to.
That's perfectly fine.
Yes, yes.
Take it to the lunchroom.
Take
My tome is like
Next to
really,
the fish sticks.
yeah. Screw these fish sticks and this book.
my tome is really cool looking. That can be a help action.
There can only be one, huh?
So I'm gonna do a controlled blast on the tomb, so that I don't kill anyone.
The tomb or a tome?
Tome.
Same difference.
Okay.
I guess it's a little
Dom,
different. I
dom,
killed it
dom, dom.
before I even tried. But to do that, I have to spend 10 minutes with it,
Okay. Okay.
so I can study its weakest points.
That works out then. His short rest, and
Then I can
you're-
take out the object.
Okay,
This should
so
coincide beautifully.
I'm staring at the spine.
everyone is doing something for a little bit. That is
Yeah.
walking, writing, resting, examining, and time passes.
All the books are
And
gone. We
No.
failed.
We'll actually go to the town. So you've got some books with you.
Big bada boom. They're putting in chat.
I think we may have to move to a more explosive game because everyone wants things to blow up now.
That's
So-
what I'm seeing there.
Yes.
That's what we have to
Donate me a room that I can blow things up in. Yeah.
do. Yeah, let her get her
100
explosive set, then donate to have them all turn into mimics.
100 bucks, action movie universe.
That would work.
Turns out we're all in a set in like some movie set. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. I look down at my fine dwarven friend here. It's like, in order to find somebody who can read, we probably need to find a temple or a church of sorts, because I don't think the commoner would be able to read the written words.
Wow.
That's smart thinking.
Wow.
There is the priest.
Glad I'm not in that room.
There is a priest, although I know quite a few that are able to read that are commoners, but
Well, then
Yeah,
one.
their stats are bad. They aren't that bad.
So
Pretty bad.
so I start as we go walking down the streets, anyone that we pass, hello, are you able to read? Are you able to read? Can you read this? What about
There's
this?
a written word for real.
Can you read? No.
They're all avoiding her because they think she's like,
Have you heard of the written word?
Yeah.
Do you only have picture books?
Sounds like a religion. Have you heard the written word?
Yeah.
If I was a word, where would I be?
oh no.
So,
Just remember this, because this is our backup plan.
so actually, you see people like staring at road signs, like blankly.
Oh no! Am I starting to forget how to spell things? Wait, what's my name? How do I know how to spell my name?
Do you try to write it down? Make sure.
Yeah.
She inscribes
to
the
roll for
bomb
that?
before it goes off.
You actually write it down. You can still read. You can still write.
Okay. Oh my god.
But yeah, but at a
Thought it
moment,
was like a never-ending story thing, like say my name, the little tear comes down like that. I really thought that's what we were doing.
there is this murky place that you can take your horse.
Oh, no.
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 I'm a monster. I know. Anyway, Artax.
What's the trio in Artax, right?
Yep, that was the horse.
Yep. Okay. I just watched
was
that show
that?
recently.
Now I'm sadder than I was before I knew the words were gone. Can I blow up my book now?
Are we
When's it
able
my
to
turn?
find anybody that can read her? Because she has the faculty manual.
No, nobody can read. Nobody in town
Okay.
can read.
Do we can we say that I grabbed one of the books that had already changed?
Oh,
over
I
to
have one.
pictures?
I brought
you have
one with. I brought one
Okay.
with me.
I get frustrated and reach over and snatch it out. Sorry, do all of your books look like these? And I hold those up.
You also do notice that your
Indignant.
stack of books has gotten smaller as we've traveled too. From the ones you took from the library to take with you,
Yeah.
they've gotten
Okay.
smaller.
Oh, physically size
Some
smaller. Or...
of physically sized, some have disappeared.
So the 3 books we started with, we're down to 2.
Knowledge is diminishing, and these fools only want pictures.
I don't think. So, looking at chat, is there Braille? Now, to be honest, in a fantasy setting, there would not be a need for Braille when there's magic.
That's true.
So, Braille would not be something that would have to be created to help those that are seeing impaired, because you can provide magical sight, for example.
Yep, like this.
If
True.
only we could do that in real world.
True. He does have a magical
Excellent
eye.
example.
Well, that and none of us read Braille.
That's right, Mega. Can we sell the pictures for words?
So
The pictures are worth 1,000 words.
I'm gonna cash it in
Hey.
right now.
Start drawing little stick figures. This meme
Bling,
is
bling,
100,
bling.
100, 100.
100. Oh no.
Okay, so you basically find out in town though that nobody can read, and books are becoming more and more rare as you travel.
This is even more widespread than
And like
my
their memory
casting
is
made
just
me think.
wiped of words. They don't remember ever having it.
They don't remember ever having them. Yeah,
Now I got a question for you,
or
my
learning
friend.
of them. I mean,
As I look down at my dwarf friend here. I'm sorry, I forget your name.
My
Inca.
Inca. Okay.
oh, I was gonna say I am not a dwarf.
I know
I am
that
a
you
gnome.
have spoke about having the power to imbue our items with your runic powers. Do you have the ability? Because I think I heard at one time that wizards have ability to cast spells that allow them to read languages. So
Right.
perhaps do you have something along that line that we can find the written word? And
Unfortunately, as a sorcerer, things
Thanks,
are just
Tik 20.
known to me. And sadly, comprehend languages, while I've heard of the ability, is not a knack that I have.
Wait, comprehend languages?
I do not have it.
I'm sleeping. Sorry, bro.
Gotta reconnect with my book.
yeah, perhaps we can find somebody back within the university that has that ability.
I
But
hear
So
big explosion happen.
yeah. So what do you have to roll anything to set your explosive?
Yes, I do. Yay.
Nice.
Woo!
Here goes character number 1.
Well, it depends on what she rolls.
Well, no, it just works because I stared at it for 10 minutes.
Okay,
Oh, it
can
just
somebody donate a quick money to give her a nat 1 on this roll, please?
Oh,
No! Don't do it!
Yeah.
Oh, it's too late. I can't refresh in time.
Big things
I
go
can't refresh in time.
Oh,
Because how much is it for a nat 1?
10.
I speak
10?
nothing. So it is
$10.
5 damage on fire.
5 damage on fire. Okay. The tome pact is pretty, or the the tome from Pact of the Tome is actually a pretty hefty book. So it's not completely destroyed, but it is burning, and it is in chunks.
My little gnome is like dancing around it like this.
As soon as I hear the explosion,
Yay!
my shoulders just sag. I stop, shake my head and go, Cass. And start walking towards the explosion.
The way she described that makes me think of Lord of the Fly as the kids are dancing around the fire.
Was the explosion
That
loud
book
enough
doesn't
that
exist
we
here
hear it
anymore.
in town?
No,
There's no pictures of that.
no, because she made sure it was just one of those, just on the
Okay.
book. She didn't go overboard with it. So,
Mistake number one: when you can use one, always use two.
wow, dang, it's just totally possible. But everybody that's in the building definitely heard it.
I'm so happy now. This is all I
Yeah,
wanted.
things go boom.
Besides mimics.
It's great. So it's like it was like use at least two, and then chat disagrees 3 or 4. Always use 3
No,
or
because
4.
I don't know if we're actually gonna fight something. And I need to rest for a long time to bring it back.
So, okay. Well, no, you guys. So, yeah. Anyway, so you guys make it back to the university, and you've noticed that the book density has significantly decreased by like at least half at this point now.
Okay.
So
Now, is the book the faculty book that she had reduced and
No.
been? Okay, that's still completely the written word.
anything in your possession seems to be fine.
Does anybody have any spell like find object or anything like that?
Nope.
No tie.
Am I done with my rest?
You sure?
All right, I do my 10-minute ceremony. What's my new Pact of the Tome look like?
My new.
Technically, you look like whatever you want it to look like. But it looks just. It has written words and everything in it, just like your old one did.
Huh. I didn't figure out anything from that. I ruined a perfectly good Pact of the Tome for nothing.
But
Is
it
it
also
for
don't forget that
science?
comes from another basically an outer worlds benefactor, is where that knowledge and stuff comes from, and your power.
All right. So even if everybody here ends up forgetting words, at least Cthulhu can read.
Cthulhu still tells me words all the time. It makes me go crazy.
Pact to what? Oh God. Comprehend languages. That's just stuff they can hear.
And read too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh God. Do we have enough comprehend languages to like just make everybody comprehend some languages?
Comprehend how? Like reading and such?
Yeah.
Just because you can understand reading doesn't mean you also can write it.
I guess. Yeah.
And that's something you have all noticed. These people also don't appear to be able to write words. It's like they've always been illiterate.
Yep. Comprehend language allows you to literally understand any spoken language and understand any written language that you see.
You can understand the graffiti a little better.
Yep.
Jeez.
Okay.
College kids, I mean, come on. Oh, let me rephrase that. Dark Age
They take-
medieval college kids. I mean, come on.
They
Which
take
brings
all
up
the
a
short.
important point. Is it just the letters or is it numbers too?
Anything written appears to be affected.
Shite.
So it'd be letters and numbers.
And it only lasts for an hour, so we couldn't just force comprehend everybody.
Force comprehend.
You're gonna know how to read. You're gonna like it. Next. Yeah. No.
Yeah, next, and you
Yeah.
can read, and you can read, and you can. No.
So,
I
yeah.
don't know what's happening
Actually,
here.
that's kind of how this charity works. Books are provided, so to help with literacy and such. So yes, you can.
I'm
read
gonna
it.
grab one of these books that's like turning invisible or ethereal or disappearing because you said it's a process. I'm gonna grab one of them and just like open it up and I guess start yelling at it. Yeah. What's your deal, book? Where your words go? Tell me now.
Oh yeah, can we communicate with the book?
Yell at this book.
Like they do with plants, but with books.
So, in an odd way, you do feel like the book is connected to something else or someone else.
Ooh, I threaten it. I'm like, I'm gonna dog ear your pages and like bend you. Yeah, I'll do bad book handling.
Are there other people we can talk to besides the dean that are in the area?
Oh, there's other professors and other classes and other students, and there's the town outside the university.
I'm gonna write "You are ugly" on a piece of paper and show it to everybody and see if anybody reacts to it.
Is there a way like I could get like a newspaper?
Newspaper? What?
Yeah. Like even if it has pictures, I'm hoping that it like maybe talks about something that's gone on that maybe we don't know about, like a wizard is doing this or
In this date and time, most there wouldn't be really newspapers. It'd be posted messages potentially, or the town crier, or in this case, it'd be like the university crier. So it would be like posters that are on the wall, things. All of those have turned into pictures or are disappearing as well.
So the ones that have pictures on it, do they depict anything serious of nature that we might have missed?
Not that you can tell, but you do notice that is actually a nice point. The ones that were made as pictures to begin with stay.
So anything that's drawn as a picture stays. Anything that's been a written word has changed into a picture to illustrate the meaning of the words.
And is continuing to disappear as well.
And continue to disappear.
And we know of nothing that would cause this, like no type of spell, no type of creature, no type of anything like that.
Did the clerics somehow shift our realms through one of their weird hocus pocus things?
Clerics wouldn't have done that. Wizards would have messed up somehow and opened a portal and either opened it to another plane or
the
merge.
warlocks. Those demon packs can be tricky.
Well,
yeah, the demons could possibly assist the warlocks in that, but clerics wouldn't have.
Who would know this more?
I don't think even the Illithids would have the power to erase everyone's mind and memory.
I have another idea. A patron. You know words and like contracts.
You know words.
Are you? Is my? Yeah, I'll just invoke my patron. I'll see if he has anything for me. I'm desperate.
Do like the paintings in the library? Are like, can we talk to them?
The paintings?
Yeah.
It's not Hogwarts, sadly. So no.
You can talk to them, but they will not answer.
Well, maybe not to all of you, but some of you can talk back.
Yes. They'll answer me.
So the patron basically
I know it's been a while.
It kind of speaks down to you as like, my benevolence has protected you, and no, really, it's just,
I'm grateful for that.
You and your friends were not affected by the magic.
He said the reason you guys can read is because of me. And he told me to keep on blasting. That's what my patron just told me. That's what I tell everybody else.
Well, maybe we should walk around and see if there's anything suspicious.
Who has a pretty good investigation?
Me.
I do.
Nope.
I have expertise in it.
Oh, wow. So, both of you, just go ahead and roll in the investigation.
I can too.
Yes, roll it. Save us.
That is a 20 total.
I have a 21.
Nice.
10 plus 5 is 15.
Well, at least we have numbers still.
Numbers.
And math. We still have math.
One number.
Aw.
So basically, anyone that wasn't in the, that you guys were only ones served a special meal, aka separate from everybody else.
Ooh, are we tripping?
I
What was in that fish stick?
like how it instantly goes, it must be us.
Oh my God, we hallucinated words.
Or the lack thereof.
There were never any
Everything's
words.
just one big image.
Yes, Smitty,
Heaviest
exactly.
trip ever.
All of a sudden, I start looking like a Salvador Dali painting. Like, oh my God.
There's too few us. There's too many of them. Therefore, it must be us.
Why did the university turn into an Escher painting? I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
So,
Smitty said it's the illiterati.
okay. Should we go back to the kitchen?
What do you do? Feed them worse food? The entitlement holds you back.
But I don't get how the food, if they ate it, why the words ran away.
I give up.
Ran away with
I
the
want to
soup.
turn my back on the team and try and eat some fancy food and become willingly
I would like to
a
step
picture
out
guy.
in my
Really?
gnome
Picture
form.
guy?
Yes,
You
I
gotta
want
look
to
for-
take. I want to take my tome that's on fire and smack him with it to save his life.
You're supposed to lose that, not burn it. What?
I'm smacking it out of your hand. Don't eat that.
Fine.
Did your mama tell you not to put things in your mouth? What's wrong with you?
Oh,
Put that down.
I won't eat the ignorance mashed potatoes.
No, you're the
or
only one
forbidden
who
fruit.
has books with
Maybe like
words, and you want to go
college.
eat something? No.
Well, that would be a good way to understand if it's the food that's
Yes.
causing the problem. I
Yeah,
concur that
when I say
Mr.
turn my
Bones.
back on you, I meant volunteer to be test subjects in this ignorant smashed potatoes test.
Flaming word of evil. Wow.
So
Chat's
You
on
know,
point.
I'm really going to be pissed if the only thing that survives all this shite is this bloody policy handbook.
That's actually the culprit. That's the magic right there.
Policies and procedures, who needs them?
I start digging around to see if I can find any other food to throw toward Mr. Bones.
Any other food?
No,
We got to fatten you
stop
up, Bones.
eating.
Make perception roll to find it.
I'm gonna ask the lunch lady where she got this food.
The stuff that you were served or the stuff that everyone else was served?
The stuff
We're
that
in
went
lunch
out.
lady land. Oh,
It was
shit.
brought
20.
in special today.
Not a natural 20, but a 20.
By who?
I don't know. I didn't take the order. I just served it.
I'm kind of scared here. I don't know what lunch lady stats are.
Well, if she has the hairnet and the ice cream scooper for potatoes, she's usually higher level.
Lunch lady captain.
But
Did you hear me on my perception roll?
yes, you do find another little bit. So it looks like a piece of lamb, possibly.
Possibly.
I eat that.
No, don't eat that.
I walk over and I hand it to Mr. Bones. Here, take a bite.
For science.
No. Oh God.
And I'll do
What
this,
have
and
you done?
while I do this, I'll have my book open, and I'll be eating and I'll be eating and reading. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be eating and reading.
Roll me intelligence saving throw.
Whoa.
This is not good.
Anybody want to donate a natural one? No.
God, I wish
Does
I.
anybody want to donate a natural one? Take
Or a
my
nat 20.
ability to read away to help the kids learn how to read.
While he's doing that, can I look around the kitchen to see if there's any like recipes or weird food items?
So you do notice that the food, when the containers that the food did come in, appear to be very non-standard. Like they
I think
were
we need to track
pieced
down where
together.
this food came from.
This is-
Intelligence saving throw.
Yes.
Last chance to make it a one. Nobody. No.
Going once, going
Anyway.
twice.
17.
Oh
17.
man.
Okay. For a brief moment, the words in your tome start to jumble a little bit, and you seem to think that it's almost like whispers that are just taking that away from you. Not like it's something that you're necessarily forgetting. It's almost like it's being stolen. Like they're literally it's literally trying to take your ability to read from you.
But I can still read pretty good.
Yeah, but then it
For
stops.
now.
Like you try, you ate something a little bit.
Mine's gonna be like pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, for a second there, wingdings made sense. So
No, you gotta get more time to laugh
know.
on that one.
Love
I
it.
let everybody know, like, hey, it's the food.
Take another bite to make sure.
Oh no.
Is it
So
a
I
gravy?
take another
level?
bite, and anybody, it's only $20, right? $10.
Yeah.
$10. Come on. No,
So-
no.
Do you eat
No.
this from the same thing, or you look for something else to eat from that spread?
Oh, from what else they got? Is there literally
Oh,
ignorance
no.
mashed potatoes? I
Yes.
was like,
Yes, there's
Okay.
ignorant mashed potatoes.
I like that so much better than forbidden fruit. All right. Yes. Okay, that is a +2, 4. Doubled it.
Nice.
+2.
Okay. So you eat some ignorant mashed potatoes. They are very tasty, by the way. They are almost unnaturally tasty.
Holy potato.
Unnaturally
guys-
tasty.
To where you
Should
actually
have some
want
of these mashed. Look how good they are.
That's
Why do you need words when you could
there's
have
so much
delicious
trouble.
mashed potatoes?
So much
And
trouble.
I
we're
do
in.
love mashed potatoes.
I just smashed some mashed
Man.
potatoes.
Okay.
We got a
I'll look at the
$10
policy book.
donation.
Oh, donation!
Yay!
This was to give Bone a random potion or poison, which I added to the players list.
Ooh.
Is that gravy? I heard.
Yes.
A potion
so-
of gravy goblin.
Both as player
Is
and
that
as
gravy?
pizza, I need to know, do we get brown gravy or do we get like that thick country
Ooh,
cream?
yeah. I want some sawmill gravy.
Sawmill
I want it to be
gravy.
good. I want it to be good. I want
Lather
a
it.
country fried
Lather your
steak, too.
wingding in gravy.
Yes, so
So
we
good.
got country gravy. The Southern Belle
Thick,
and me
Clumpy
approve.
gravy. Yeah.
Oh.
Good.
Wow.
Yes.
You do have a gravy table to roll on, right? I mean, you were ready, Mr. D.
With
No, well, I added it.
We
to the
get
player list.
au jus brown.
okay.
Do you want me to get the list?
Yeah. You can-
Okay. Sorry, I should have moved.
This is brilliant.
If not, I have an idea.
Oh, that sounds fun. I kind of want to donate $10 now myself.
Ika appears to be truly struggling with herself as she stares between these amazing mashed potatoes and the policy handbook.
and,
And she
and the policy
debates
hand-
on the true value of the written word.
So it's like I can make this book go away if I just eat the potatoes.
Pretty much. That's kind of where her logic is right now.
That is actually pretty amazing. That really is.
I'm like, these ignorance mashed potatoes are bliss.
That needs to be a magical item from now on.
Yes.
Mashed potatoes of ignorance. -10 to all intelligence checks.
Ooh, can I-
Mush in the bowl brings mush between the ears.
Okay,
Mashed
so
potatoes, mushed brains.
I want a shield of
You
ignorance.
drink-
I just refuse to acknowledge that I got hit. Nah.
Gravy of denial. Ignorant mashed potatoes and gravy of denial.
so you find a container that looks like a finger bone of an ogre. It
Of
has
course,
a-
back in the kitchen, in the cafeteria. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
For flavoring the
I'll follow.
gravy.
It's a warm liquid that is white in color, that smells like acid. When you drink it, you believe everything you are told is true.
Perfect.
Oh,
So I slurp that
With your mashed
down, and
potatoes.
I'm like, whoa, for a
Squash down
second,
the-
because there's a finger. So, yeah, I'm like, I struggle with that finger, but then I kind of like it. I'm like, I actually like that finger texture. And then, I'll drink it on down. And now I'm suggestible. Hey, nobody take advantage of me in my suggestible state, right? How long does this last?
For us, the game.
Wait,
Until
does
break.
the characters. Wait. You players know this. Do the characters know that when you drink a creamy finger liquid, they have to say yes to everything?
not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
But once we do,
That is a life lesson that everyone may learn.
Creamy finger liquid cause suggestible situations.
Dying. Oh no. Oh.
It's delicious, though.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you to whoever donated. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much for donating. It was worth it, right? We'll see.
Finger liquid.
I
That
felt
could
like it
be
was
sawmill gravy.
Yeah.
I mean, it could...
Chunky, I like it. It wasn't finger at all.
Trash Panda said finger licking good.
For only $10, you can eat something else in the kitchen. Just saying.
See something else in the kitchen. So the next
He really
potion,
likes those wingdings.
the next potion effect will have to be in a food form, though,
Mm.
for fun.
okay.
I just did what the generator told me.
Which is good. That works.
I just do what everybody tells me.
No, you just believe what everybody tells you.
Believe. Oh,
Yeah.
oh God.
So, what was your race again, there, Mr. Bones?
Tiefling. I don't have-
Tiefling. Okay.
Oh, this is even better.
So the question is that when you became a warlock, you signed a contract, right?
Yes. He.
Mhm.
Did you read the contract first?
It was an infernal. I can't. No, yeah. I read it. It said, serve my will and do my bidding, and you get real good Eldritch Blast, pew pew, and an extra couple cantrips. Guaranteed. 3 cantrips, any list. Just have to hold on to that pact. Oh, what? Was I not supposed to burn my own tome? Was that against the rules?
Well, no. The only reason I ask is because no swords moose. It's not like Eula. It's not.
Well,
That would be
I
hilarious.
confirm
though.
I've read and agreed to these full terms.
Yeah. The question is it a demon or a devil?
Mm.
Or a software
Good
company.
question.
it's
Or is
Yeah,
it
no.
a lunch lady?
Dun, dun, dun.
oh snap.
You have a new patron.
So no, the reason I ask is because I don't know if your character required to actually sign an actual contract or not. So, because at this point, words are starting to be torn from your mind, piece by piece.
Okay.
Your
None of those words are Eldritch or Blast, are they?
Well, what's happening is that your pact tome is turning into more of a picture manual on how to do your spells than an actual written manual on how to do magic.
Wait, what are my cantrips in there? Oh.
Anything in the book is now pictures.
So wait, no. Eldritch Blast, that's me. That's me. My mage hand is my rate. I'm a special tiefling, so I just get that. Oh no, not my mending magic stone and thaumaturgy. I like thaumaturgy. It's like angry prestidigitation. I like
Angry prestidigitation.
prestidigitation will probably be the first word I lose. No.
Whatever. The
That is a high
gesturing
value
thing.
word.
Yep.
So, but yes, you are actually not slowly, you are quickly losing your ability to read and write.
I'll share this with the rest of the party. But I'll try and use like.
But the question before he goes any
Signals.
further, with the mindset that's been taken on everybody, does he just naturally start thinking that words are written in pictures? Or would he actually know that he's losing the words?
Yeah, does he know?
Oh, yes, this is very important to the scientific process. I have been doing how has my journal I've been doing every 10 minutes evolved?
So
progressed?
everything that you wrote down, all the crazy words and everything, like
Oh
Warlock's
my
rule.
God.
That's
It's like
starting-
the end of flowers for Algernon.
It's
Oh,
yeah, it kind of is. Except for
that's horrible.
not only that, you are forgetting the fact that you ever learned to read or write to begin with.
Oh, I'm okay with this then.
So everything that you did read or write is disappearing. Everything.
Now it's like Lost in Time.
So including any of the books that you wrote in previously, they're turning into picture. Like even those student notebooks that you wrote in briefly, turns into a picture and then fades away entirely.
Am I good at... Oh, and I'm not good at drawing. Well, yeah. You guys are the only ones that can read now. It's your curse.
I walk over sad and then kind of get like this semi-impish look and so Mr. Bone, were the mashed potatoes worth it?
Oh, yes. The mashed potatoes were simply... And then I draw a picture of, like, the best mashed potatoes because there's no words for it for me anymore.
So not the best song in the world. It's
So,
a tribute. You know?
It could be poop. It could be potatoes. You're not sure. He's not a very good artist.
I look at the policy book and I look back at the mashed potatoes in the book. I'm going to look at Mr. Bone and I want to do insight to see if he truly seems happy with his new state of being.
I communicate solely in emojis now. I don't even know what emojis to say because I'm trying to keep it PG-13.
Okay. So let's see insight. So that is +4. Okay. So that would be 12 + 4, so 16.
So he seems to believe that, reading is whatever.
Reading. Why have all that knowledge and words when you could have some sweet, not actually sweet potatoes, but regular potatoes that are just, yeah.
Normally I'm not one to break established laws or things of that nature. But it didn't impact my rune magic, and they do look tasty. I sit down and start scooping and mixing a bowl.
I
of
smack her
gravy
with a
and pour it
book.
on the
Do not
gravy.
eat it. No.
Roll to hit.
Don't abuse me with knowledge.
Cass, roll to hit.
I'm abusing you with that.
As Cass
What do I have
tries
to
to
do?
go after her, I stick my staff in between them and kind of use it like a shepherd crook.
I'm like holding the spoon.
So I'm doing what to hit? Just
Rolling the hit. Are you proficient in book?
19.
I are proficient in book.
19.
That's what's your armor class?
Oh yeah, she whacked me. Whacked me good.
But Paul put his stick in between us.
So,
Yeah, like a giant wooden spoon because you want some of those mashed potatoes for
No,
yourself, right?
so you're trying
What is
to block.
happening?
So I'm gonna say it's at disadvantage then. So roll your attack again.
Oh.
CA, roll your attack again.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes. I just created a disadvantaged situation for you.
it's in that one.
Nat one.
Yes! I've got mashed potatoes
Okay,
of power.
So so what's really funny? Okay, so the book hits the smoldering book hits the stick, and burning chunks fly off of it as the book disintegrates. Into the cafeteria, and you enjoy your mashed potatoes with an intelligence saving throw.
They're a little ashy now, but they really are tasty. You said intelligence saving
Yes.
throw? Okay, so that
Yeah,
is-
see how they try to keep all those delicious potatoes for themselves?
Oh no. Oh no.
You rolled a nat 1, didn't you?
No, but it was still pretty bad. 4 plus 2 is 6.
6. Okay.
Welcome to Team Emoji.
Hannah.
Love the mashed potatoes.
I draw a big smiley face.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on one second.
Uh-oh.
$20 per
driving.
player gets an enchantment on one of their items.
Which player and which item?
It does
Me?
not say.
Me, Rod of the Pack Keeper.
I don't know who.
Does
Me,
not say. But what
Smash.
item could it be? We don't have any items, do we?
Oh, it can be
That's
anything. It could be
my
like
item,
if your
yeah.
character has a helmet, if your character has one of your items, or like one of your weapons, it can be enchanted.
Ooh, I got
It
my
doesn't
book
say
and
any
my
of that.
rod.
It just picks that.
Well, Mr. DM, I'd recommend rolling a D10, and each one of us has a 2-digit number, and you assign it to us then.
Okay. I will.
I'd
Let's
say
see.
I would say start with CA 1, 2. Matt is 3,
Don't
4.
assign me a number. I'm already 5 and 6.
I'm already 5 and 6.
All of my dry erase markers are gone.
And I
was
looked down, you were gone. I was like,
I'm trying to find my dry erase
Like,
markers
what
so I can
happened?
like be in emoji land, okay?
Be an emoji then. Well,
are you communicating pictures forever from now on?
One of us. One of
I was gonna
us.
roll based on.
This
I was
has
gonna start
not
with
gone in the
CA
direction I expected.
and go around, like in a U shape, and then go around again. And I did roll a 1, so CA, one of your items gets an enchantment. So, what? Let's see. What should we have?
Can she get a
enchanted?
magical spoon?
Like one of my bombs?
It could be.
Can I have a mimic bomb? Because no one's going to donate $75 to get my mimics bombs.
To make a room. Well,
mimic
but
spoon?
Oh,
I love you
snap.
a long time.
I'll feed you mashed potatoes.
Doesn't have to do anything. You can just be a mimic
Ooh,
that kills people.
I kind of want to make
Like
all
a
the books.
bomb.
I kind of want to make all the books mimics now, so you guys will believe me when I say books. Books is no good.
Books is no good.
Well, I'm going to tell you that all the books are mimics, and you have to believe me. So,
Oh, what's
we're
my?
welcome.
Oh yeah, I got a 3.
Oh, you have to save
Lance,
throw.
I believe
That's
you.
what you get.
Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get.
Thank you so much for the donation, by the way.
So, let's see. What kind of item should we have that's gonna get enchantment?
Do you want me to tell you what I have in my inventory? Does that help?
Yeah. What do you have? in your
I
inventory?
have alchemist tools. I have explosive kit, a disguise kit, parchment and ink, armor. I feel very exposed right now, telling everybody what I have. I have a crossbow, a hand axe,
Let's
2
do,
of them.
Let's do weapons and armor.
Yep. Or you could
So-
choose, make a comment
Crossbow,
of
2 hand axes, and now 8 explosives.
Okay. Crossbow, twin axes, and what kind of armor do you have?
Light leather armor.
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of armor approximately, and 2 hand axes, a crossbow. So you have basically 8 items. I don't want to enchant your bombs because would be weird. So
Weirder than words disappearing? I think not.
I
So-
made us rally posters. Join Team Emoji. Get mashed potatoes.
Is that like poop? What is that?
No, it's an emoji attacking a mashed potatoes.
Oh, it's so good.
60 plus 30.
Get me out of this world.
Somebody donated 100 make a change. No.
I don't want to talk in emoji for the rest of my life.
Okay, let's see if I can do
Mimic armor.
mimic. That would kind of stink.
Oh wow.
Okay.
It would already be like
51.
surrounding you. Would that mean you're half eaten already?
I feel empty inside.
Okay.
Look,
Maybe. Why?
why do I feel empty inside?
Yeah.
I don't have any mimics.
Okay.
Because
Your-
she needs mashed potatoes.
Your crossbow is now glowing up to 30 feet. So it gives you light up to 30 feet. Just randomly, all of a sudden, your crossbow just lights up.
Great. Thanks. I'm a pretty gnome. Terrible.
You're a sparkle gnome.
Like up to 30 feet. Like that's pretty bright.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a 30-foot.
Everyone's gonna see me
As soon
coming.
as
Can
your
I?
crossbow starts glowing up to 30 feet, I'm gonna be like, hey, I think you left your crossbow on.
You left your crossbow on.
That gonna explode?
Yeah, can I turn it off? Is that a thing?
No.
That was good.
No.
It just glows. You
Well,
put that in a bag or
thank
something.
you.
That's bright.
Or my gift of light.
I had a rune do that. It like once empowered, I couldn't turn it off. You should look into that. It's good to have unending power.
I agree. I would read a manual, but that's not that's not an option anymore. The pictures don't really help.
I passed her the
It just
policy
shows a picture of
handbook.
one lit and one not lit. That like, what does that mean, really?
I passed you the policy handbook.
Oh, does it glow in different colors?
Yes, it's RGB.
I'm gonna start dancing my crossbow. Wiki wiki.
Since we've got emojis and stuff, it's gotta be RGB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Well.
bowstring is completely different light, so it glows a different color.
Oh, man. I know how to make an entrance.
Everything is different color and the trigger is red. Daring you to push the red button.
Only when it's loaded.
I
It's only
will
red when
push
it's
the
loaded.
red button for a donation.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I'm sitting here, of frame of mind, realizing that arcane magic is involved with this somehow. And the building itself is causing this. My recommendation is, Cass, use your bombs and let's just bring the university down.
I've told the story of the empowered crossbow glowing for the world. Behold my art of knowledge.
You just had to eat those mashed potatoes.
It makes sense for me. It totally makes sense to me.
Right? I do need to work on my emoji skill, though. I'm a little
So
bit...
you guys think this is like ground zero outbreak? You're gonna just torch it and that's the plan?
I think it's tied to the food, and we need to investigate where the food came from.
I guard the mashed potato bowl.
We can have, hey, what do you do with the mashed potatoes? We can have some more mashed potato trials. I will wait a couple hours and then I'll eat some more mashed potatoes and we'll see if I'll keep track of my the words with the letters, right? The writing.
Red
Yeah,
eye.
not good.
Red,
Yeah.
What's
I'll
the
see if I
letter?
get any
Is there
good
anything
or
on any
worse
of
with
the
writing.
cans, like a company name, like Wizards R Us?
And
Anything?
Wizards are, so it looks like the containers look like they've been fashioned from previous containers to make like whole ones. So like you gonna
Repurposed food.
yeah, actually, kind of looks like it's all been repurposed.
Okay, got a question for you. Are the mashed potatoes coming out of a bowl that looks like that?
No, but the package that the potatoes came in kind of looks like that.
I take my staff, lift it up, and smash! Break the enchantment.
Okay. I need you to roll me a strike. This could be good.
What, just a regular attack?
Yeah. Yep.
18 plus 3, so that's 21.
Because I don't know if you've ever hit mashed potatoes, but they don't stay still.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
But I'm hitting the bowl that the packaging and everything that it came in, so not the mashed potatoes Mr. Bones
Okay.
is eating out of, but the container that we saw that they were pulled from.
So you smash it, and that's when you notice that, like I said, you do notice that the container was literally assembled from previous kitchen containers, like other deliveries, and the potatoes look kind of fresh, but the bag itself looks like it's been kind of stitched together from other bags, like the sack of potatoes itself.
Mhm.
Ah, okay. So
Um,
the potatoes are a bag, it would not have broken at the impact of a staff.
No, but the wooden crates and stuff that some of them were put in, yes, because they still get shipped, and some
Right.
they stack them up and stuff.
I'm documenting for history.
Almost looks like he's spearfishing.
Exactly.
Oh, good one, Lucha. I like that. What happens if power comes from mashing the potato? No.
Wait.
But you
I'm
do
in
notice
trouble.
after you break a lot of it up, you do notice there are sigils written on the bags and on the containers and stuff as well.
Okay, I pick up the.
Sure
I pick
would
up.
be nice if somebody who had eyes of the rune keeper could read these sigils.
Oh, but you can't read anymore.
I know.
They just look like pictures to
He
me.
just starts pointing at it. You want me to read?
Okay,
Well,
so
Lassie Bo?
actually, that's a good question. If we can read the pictures and they're written in the pictures, would we not be able to read like the others? We would comprehend, well, this is telling you clearly that such and such leads to such and such.
Correct. So if pictures are drawn specifically that way, yes, but different sigils and words you no longer understand.
I have an idea.
Like, you know your runes because you know this rune, this picture, this symbol, whatever it might be, causes this. And you know that. But you're starting to lose the ability to string them together.
I have an idea.
Because unless it makes a very specific thing, like if this one and this one and this one makes this happen. But anything
Gotcha.
beyond that, like if it's something that you don't understand, like you've never done before, you're going to have a much harder time to experiment and find that out because you have nothing to study. No,
Gotcha.
The language for it is lost. You just know that these pictures, together make this.
Well, no.
Why? Yes?
Well, rub. So, mashed potatoes go in me, and I see pictures. I put mashed potatoes on pictures, and I
Oh,
see
no.
me. I don't know. But the point is, I'm going to try and mashed potato up these rooms, son, and see if they look like picture language I can comprehend. If that speeds up the process.
No, they do not. Actually, the sigils look like they were part of some sort of... for those that have an arcane background, they do look like they were part of some sort of larger enchantment of some kind.
I start
These-
chanting Wiggles style. Mashed potato, mashed potato. Mashed potato, mashed potato.
I put all the mashed
potato.
potatoes together like close
Mashed
I
encounters.
think all these pictures were part of a bigger picture.
Part of a bigger
We now
picture.
have a picture of mashed potatoes.
So,
I can drink them.
We're in so much trouble, everyone.
Yes, we
the
are.
maintenance manager.
I don't know if I want to be the only person left who can read. Oh no.
There's a really easy solution to that, right?
I'm gonna drag Humphrey over and be like, what are we gonna do?
I don't know.
There's no words.
I-
And half our team are eating mashed potatoes.
I do know that everybody in this place that ate this food has lost the ability to read, and the words are going away. And there's one person that has been unaffected by this besides us. As the maintenance guy starts walking up, and I point at him.
You think it's the maintenance guy?
Well, let's ask him a few questions, shall we?
I'm in. Intimidation's the only good skill I got. You, maintenance man,
Yes.
how you doing? Humphrey's got some questions for you.
What did you have for lunch?
Yeah. What about mashed potatoes?
I had whatever was given to me. I don't remember. It's usually the same. It's usually some sort of stew.
There was no stew today.
That's what...
I'd like to roll an insight check on him.
Okay.
That is a 15.
He doesn't seem certain with his answer, but he doesn't seem to be deceitful with his answer.
Do you know what's going on here?
People get dumb.
Why are they getting dumb, though?
I don't know. That's why I asked you for help.
Have you noticed anything strange around here lately?
You're not dumb. Everyone else is. Did you make everyone
look-
dumb?
I look over at Bone.
Oh, you dumb now too.
I might
Look who's
donate to give this
talking.
guy a potion.
Okay.
You believe it.
Wait. No, he told me I'm dumb. Is that a
Yep.
suggestion?
Oh
I
yeah.
guess I
Oh, no.
believe it. Shit.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my stuff. Yeah, yes, oh, I'm dumb? Oh, yes. I'm very dumb. You are correct. Yeah, everybody. Did you
Just
know how dumb I am? Yeah. So I buy it. How did I ever get to be how did I ever get tenure? Huh. I must know somebody.
Must be related to somebody.
Wow. So the maintenance guy looks over. Wow, he really dumb. What happened? Is this everyone become dumb?
If you eat this food, they become dumb. Where did this food come from? Do you know?
It was out back when I walked out this morning. It was waiting for kitchen staff.
Maybe we should go check out where it came from.
Yeah, do you know where it came from?
It was delivered way early. Nobody showed up.
Truck have a picture on it?
Chat says Mr. Bones got
Yeah.
a donation.
No staff.
Did you donate for the bone?
For the bone.
Wait, what?
Did you donate for the bone?
You heard me? I think it takes some time for the website to recognize what bone got.
No, I think Lucha is saying that he got donatized based off of the
Oh.
poison.
Oh,
Donation.
okay, gotcha.
Got
us all
I thought it
excited
was
there,
a fresh
Lisa.
donation.
Yeah.
So,
You
I
can
really wanted
poison
to
me
get that.
again. It's like $10.
I
Didn't
I
know
don't-
it, didn't know.
no delivery show up. No delivery show up at all. It was here this morning.
Look, you have to have some kind of information. Is there anything you can tell us? Something that seems weird, suspicious, unusual the first time you've seen?
Oh,
I walk up and put my hand on the Cass's
wait a minute.
shoulder.
He's speaking. What did you say?
books missing from library. There's a passage now. Did not see before.
What's
There's
a
a passage?
passage?
Behind books.
I knew it. See,
Show
we should
us.
broke those bookshelves. You knew it, and I didn't do it.
So,
Good questioning, Cass. Good questioning.
he takes you back to the library and
I give you the snarkiest look I could possibly muster from my gnome face.
sure enough,
And I
your-
storm off and go grope some books in the library and
With your-
find some kind of path.
with your rosy cheeks and your button nose. Oh, wrong kind of nose.
Reen, what's your character's name?
Inca Runehammer.
Taking Inca with me. I'm dragging them off to the library to grope some books. That's what's
I
happening.
bring a bowl of mashed potatoes with me because
And
it's
bring
just
them.
good.
Stop eating them.
Are we on a path of knowledge now? Is
We
that-
are on the path of knowledge, yes.
The warpath of knowledge.
Right.
Okay.
That's right, Inca. Okay.
I look over
Oh,
at
no.
Bones and Bo. Are we going to allow them to go off by themselves, or are we going to follow them and see where this passage goes?
Oh, I just look at him and then I start following Cass.
Okay.
I might need to do some more experimentation.
I want the ogre custodian guy to come with us too.
I grab Bones.
I'm not going
by
back
the-
and forth.
I grab Bones and it's like, come on, we can have potatoes later.
All right.
Aww. All right.
Just stick your hand in there and grab a fistful to go.
All right.
This
I grab
is your
some.
path
Get
to
your
brains.
wingdings.
Get your
Meet me in the
wingdings.
library. Thank you.
Get your wing.
I check and make sure all that creamy.
What is that a
Sauces, I
picture
got
of,
it all.
Inca?
The creamy
The
Yeah,
path
we'll
to
go.
It's like mashed
brains.
potatoes
Yeah,
going down the
library.
track. Just somewhere
Path to
special.
brains. I told you they'd be bad.
Oh my goodness.
So, there's a broken section of the wall that was behind one of the bookshelves that Actually, a gnome can fit through. A dwarf can fit through.
I blow it up.
Okay.
I mean,
Inga,
that was
stay
kind
safe.
of on you, DM. You said weak wall, and all she's been saying is, I want to bless.
It's my time to shine. I need everybody to stand back.
What if all the words are hiding behind that wall?
No.
Use controlled blast.
You know, I could just like make a window through the wall, right?
That's not
Only
as like
twice.
fun.
Yeah,
though.
I could use controlled blast. I have one more left.
Would a
Chat's very
bomb
happy that
actually
things are blowing up.
damage knowledge?
Yes. Fire. Well,
Well,
I don't want to lose. I don't want to use these guys. This is pretty bad. This would kill everyone. All right, so controlled blast again. So I have to spend 10 minutes hanging out with the wall.
Hey, Wall, what's going on? How you
Yes.
I
That's
play
it.
the
Broken
Jeopardy theme song banging on the bottom of the mashed potato bowl.
Is anybody in the library besides us?
doing? There's some library staff in there. Yes.
All right, is
What
anybody
do they
watching
even
us?
do now?
Yes. Humphrey, you have to keep it back. Going to blow up the wall.
They seem to be like there's still some books left. They seem to be organizing what's left.
What?
All right, everybody stand back. There's nothing to see here.
How do they organize books now?
Yeah, there's no Dewey Decimal System. It's just pictures. Is there even
There's
an
not
alphabet?
alphabetizing.
So it's based on pictures. So basically, if the picture looks like something adventurous, they put it with other books that look adventurous.
So
So
I'm
there's
gonna
this
put
disagreement where some pictures are obviously could be misinterpreted or reinterpreted. So they have certain disagreements on where certain books go.
since
While
Mega.
looking for Blueberry, you find 50 Shades of Grey. This is why you need words, y'all.
I cut out 50 Shades of Grey and I put my bomb in it and I stick it in the crack of the wall. No, since Mega is a huge bomb fan, I have to put 3 bombs in there. So we're gonna put 3 bombs.
Huge bomb
This is
fan.
just for you, Mega. Just for you. And
Mega
one of
bomb.
them I can concentrate on, and the other 2 I cannot. So I will
All right.
concentrate on the one, and when it blows up, it'll just set the others off.
Perfect.
Do I have to roll for each bomb?
Nah, just roll for the entire setup.
Okay. So this is. I don't have anything special for that. So it's just a 19.
Oh, that's still really good though. Okay, so yeah, so some splinters from the bookcase that was in front of the wall, because they were mounted. Obviously, no one's moving. I don't know if anyone's ever been in a big library and actually moved a lot of the books off. The shelves are just massive themselves. So, but they're usually just framework. So, but it's several shelves splinter and are smashed into small little pieces. As the opening can now fit just about anybody.
Yay! Woo, that's for you, Mega.
And the librarians are just like
Just for you.
they have no idea why you just did that or what's going on. They're like,
Bada bing, bada boom.
It's okay. No knowledge was damaged in the forging of this path.
Let me in. What do I see?
Okay, so it's actually
all I can picture as soon as that bomb went poof, Cass went running forward.
Yeah.
The wall, her heads are going like this.
Exactly.
so you're going down the steps and you there's like stairs.
Are all the words hidden behind there?
Yeah, no. But you go down the stairs, and there's this somewhat larger room. Has several passageways breaking off, and there's archways, large pillars. Like this used to be some sort of my brain stopped working all of a sudden. I had it, but
You ate the mashed potatoes.
yes, they're taking it from me.
Tell us what the picture looks like.
But it's I'll write it down. No. But it's like a large hall, basically, is what it looks like.
Mhm.
Possibly a courtyard. Not sure. It's underground. Could be a dwarven courtyard because they build underground or in mountains all the time.
Does it look like anybody's been through here?
No, but it looks like nobody's really been through here, except there is like this glowing book sitting on a pedestal. Has a weird greenish tinge to it, the glow.
Oh yeah, I want that. I will. I want to
I'll
see these pictures. Yeah.
I'll turn to Bone and say, "Stay here."
Fine. I got my own fancy book anyway. I don't even want to-
I'm gonna check around the area.
Our book's prettier.
Check around the area.
Yeah, for any traps.
Looks like a bad sandwich.
That's a 24.
So actually, yes. There are several areas look like they would throw like javelins. If you press on certain bricks in the floor, and or hit a couple tripwires.
Okay, so I want to point them out to everybody, tell everybody to watch out for those, and then I'm going to try and disable them.
Okay, they do seem to be a little bit hastily assembled.
Okay.
So they don't look like they've been there for a very long time.
Okay. So that is a 21 on disable.
Oh yeah, you disable them, no problem.
Okay. All right. Now you can look at the book, Bone.
Bone. That's you, Bone.
Now I can.
No,
Still glow. Still glow.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
it
still
less
glowing.
interesting?
How many of these javelins do I see him move? Like,
Oh no, you
you
can like
know?
you see them in the distance. You just notice that there's like pressure plates and tripwires, and they had them to where it looks like they would throw them from a distance, kind of shoot them out.
All right, but as I walk over there, I'm going to like toss my little book out and be like, "Oh, that was an accident," and then I'll pick it up and then I'll try and just swap that book with my fancy book.
So like you toss your book at that pedestal, or
No, I swap it like Indiana Jones does with the little bag.
so
The little
Swap it
bag.
out for my book. Like all fast, like, but first I look at it, and I like my lips, and I do that whole thing.
okay, so yeah, so you get close to it, and you're sitting there, and then you're like, it's really weird. It's almost like it's not quite. Something doesn't seem right. Like you're looking at it, and something doesn't seem right, and that's when the gelatinous cube moves forward into you and engulfs you, or attempts to engulf you. Make a dex save.
It's not a book. Hold on. 17.
Okay, so it knocks you back, but the pedestal and the book are inside of this gelatinous cube. Roll initiative.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
All of us or just him?
If anyone wants to get involved.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Wait, who's being attacked? Monk or Bone?
Bones is because he's reading the
no,
book.
Bone.
Try to hit the book.
No. Can I donate for you
see,
to drink
should
it?
have been happy with your emotes.
What is
Wow.
wrong with you? Really? All right. Not so good.
17 minus 1, so 16.
No, that's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad.
Right?
I get a whopping 1.
Is that? Just had that.
Do you have negatives on your initiative also, or did you just roll that?
I just rolled a nat 1.
And that one with no bonuses?
No bonuses.
I lost my bookmark on this page. Dang it.
No.
I moved it and it just popped right out. I'm like, where is my page for this? Okay, so what did everyone end up with?
I got a nat 1.
Dang.
14.
14.
I got a 14 as well.
14, that's good.
got 1, 14, 14.
And
What'd you get, Matt?
19 plus 2, 21.
wow.
Woohoo.
It's not very warlock of me.
Rain?
Rain was 16.
16. Okay.
Yep.
All right, I got
Wow.
the initiative order there for you.
Gelatinous cube mimic. That would be awesome.
How could that be?
Okay.
Right.
So highest,
Makes me happy.
highest initiative is Matt with the 21.
So, Matt, you go first against the gelatinous cube.
Well, I back up as much as I can with my movement.
So before that happens,
Oh, two
Paul
in a
got a
row.
donation to drink a potion.
Oh
Who?
no.
Who?
So
Paul.
that
Oh,
needs
Paul.
to be.
Paul did.
Paul?
You got that.
Mhm.
You got that chart,
no.
right?
Oh no, no. No.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
said you wanted food or something, right?
Well, we can't do food here at the moment, so it'll be a random potion.
You
I
got it,
have
or do you want
mashed
me to do that?
potatoes you
Yeah,
can
can you
have.
do that? I don't have the chart handy, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes a valid point.
And this is for me?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Oh, boy.
I typed in the wrong thing and I got something so wild.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
I typed in
No.
random position generator.
See, you went back to Shades of Grey. You better stop that, girl.
Oh, don't Google that. That is not PG-13.
Oh, dadgum. That's right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. I'm so sorry.
All right. So you find a container which is made of hollowed out crystal. An airy and bubbly liquid that is crimson in color fills the inside.
Buble.
The potion's effect is it turns the user into a familiar-like creature similar to their personality.
Oh, what?
He's a ghost.
He's a ghost.
good one.
That's interesting now, isn't it?
Yes. That's
Hmm.
interesting.
So what would you turn into?
You were a little pompous here.
Well, my biggest thing is hunting spirits and stuff like that. So
Cat.
Maybe you're a boar.
A boar.
I would have to say it would be a cat or a bat.
A cat bat,
Cat bat.
We can't turn you into
also known as a Tristram.
How are you gonna fight like a bat? No.
Now my
Cat bat
question
got
is,
claws.
I feel like a cat would probably be good if this lasts for the whole game.
does his abilities change as well?
It doesn't say that.
No. No, it just looks like a cat.
Yeah.
Acts
it
like a
just
cat,
changes.
looks like a cat.
Okay, yeah, just a black cat.
Doesn't have abilities of a cat,
No.
which makes it better.
Meow meow.
Parag, what's going on? What happened?
Meow.
What happened right meow? So back to the lead initiative. Okay, you backed up.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. 25 for 6 damage.
6 damage.
Eldritch Blast, of course.
Nice. Okay.
And yeah, I back up. Everybody's in front of me now, in between me and the cube.
It's all between me and the cube. Talks horrible cat puns now. Wow. I mean, that's a thing.
Meow
So-
meow.
Okay, so who was next? There was a 16, right? That was next?
It's me.
And then
That
two
was me.
14s, and then the cube goes.
So, being a dwarf, I'm gonna think with my underground romps that I'm quite familiar with gelatinous cubes and what they are and what they do, and I'm gonna look down and go, "Fine!" And I throw the mashed potatoes bowl at it, hoping that maybe it'll dumb down the cube, and then I'm gonna run to try and get behind Matt, Mr. Bones.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have no frontline fighters.
Okay. Now I am not the one all the way behind everybody. That's one less person in between me and the cube. I don't know about all that. And what if those mashed potatoes only make it stronger?
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't
It's,
so.
it's like I'm all carbo loaded and ready to slither around a cube marathon and just milk everything.
Maybe the carbs will slow it down. I mean, think
So-
of when you eat a big meal.
Just
You're
like
right. It could be a keto cube.
There you
Keto
go.
cube.
It does look kind of thin.
so you throw the mashed potatoes.
Not very hardy.
And of course, it just kind of goes like plop.
Loop.
Yeah, bloop. And the potatoes start slowly dissolving on the inside.
It's working. It's totally working.
Okay, I got 14s now.
Yep.
Which
I'm gonna
14
turn to Cass and say, blow it up.
We'll eat cube and mashed potatoes all
You want me
over
to-
us.
I dive into the cube with my explosive. Yes! That'd be so exciting. No?
It
Gee.
is your turn, so go for it.
Everybody, I don't know. Everybody got so serious. Maybe I shouldn't. You really want me to throw an explosive in there?
Well, throwing an explosive in there and diving in there with your explosive is a totally different thing.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
totally different thing. Is there any place to hide?
Not really, unless you start going to another area.
To the side tunnels, quick.
Yes,
There's
let's
only
aggro
one-
everything.
We'll take a fork in the branch of knowledge.
In the
I'm gonna
famous
tell
word,
Cass to follow me. I'm also gonna-
Leroy Jenkins.
I'm gonna tell her to throw an explosive, and I'm gonna try and work my way around the cube.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
so-
I should have done something else. I forgot I could do that.
That's you lost words.
Yep.
It's working. It's working.
Okay, so I have one versatile explosive and a smoke bomb. So we can't use smoke bomb. It's not gonna do anything
Smoke
for us.
It'll be a smoky
Um,
cube.
Actually, you'd be able to see it better because it's kind of see-through otherwise. So a smoke bomb would just be this smoky cube.
You want me to light up this cube?
Throw your crossbow in it? No.
Yeah, it is primarily wood.
I'll put the cat in there.
Oh.
Oh no!
I'd be terrible. I wouldn't do that. All right, so I'm gonna throw in my spiked explosive. Target takes piercing damage equal to ability mod used to throw explosive. Damage caused by shrapnel is increased by the same mod.
Nice.
Well, if I hit it, then we'll see. Oh no. So it's an 8.
You hit it.
What?
The
Well,
jelly
that's
That's
cute.
amazing.
Jealous
Shut
does
your
not have a high
face.
armor class.
Yeah.
All right.
You'd have to try really hard to miss the gelatinous cube.
All right, so that does 9 points of damage,
Nice. Woot.
and it's now filled with spikes.
So
I don't know if they come out or they're hanging out in there. I don't know.
because the damage wasn't super high, I'm not gonna say it pierced out. So it's just like they just went pop and they kind of stayed. This is like ripping through Jello, and it starts oozing a little bit down, a little bit more.
So now it looks like the Jello fruit stuff, where
Yes.
it's like all just.
Yep.
It's slowly refilling the gaps because that's what happens. But yeah, otherwise, yeah.
Oh gosh.
I also wanted to say, imagine hitting the a gelatinous cube with something modern like a railgun on the
Mhm.
impact. What would happen?
Yeah.
That would be
Be a
amazing.
splatterfest.
Yeah, literally.
All right, Humphrey.
And you're just moving towards a better vantage point.
Yeah, I'm trying to get around it. You said there's some tunnels out of it.
No, there's tunnels out of this room. Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna go as close to one of those tunnels as I can get. And then I'm going to pull. No, I'm going to get as close and see what I can see down the tunnel.
It is dark, so what's your limit on your dark vision or your
60
low light?
feet.
60 feet. Okay. Make a perception roll.
That is 15.
15. Okay. So, let's see. Down the tunnel that you picked, it looks like. Okay, so down that tunnel looks to be a lot of the, like, food, like ingredients and stuff like that you've seen upstairs. Similar containers. Look like they've been reassembled from garbage, basically.
I'm going to yell to everybody else, just avoid this thing for now. It's
Maybe
slow.
waste a bomb on that.
Yeah. Free action yell back. It has a fancy book.
And mashed potatoes. And
Okay.
shrapnel.
Not good.
Let's see. What can the cube do?
Is it a
What
potato
can
cube?
the cube do?
Is it a potato cube? No.
Mashed potato cube just sloshing around. It's so gross.
So it keeps moving forward. Of course, that's what it does. How far back did you move, Bones? You moved what? Your total? Your
As far back as I could without dashing behind everybody except for the dwarf, was it? Was
Yeah.
somebody?
You
Yeah,
moved.
you moved behind me because you were
Right.
doubled down on that. Yeah. I was the only one that was close to it originally, though,
correct.
because I almost licked it, and then I kited back was my plan.
Okay. It moves forward. It tries to engulf the since we have two people still basically in front. So there'd be Cass and our knowledge friend that hasn't gone yet. And it's going to attempt to engulf you. So both of you need to make dexterity saving throws.
Me too.
Yes.
And who's the other one?
You.
Oh. What kind of saving throw was that again? I'm
Dexterity.
Sorry. Dexterity. Oh, boy.
Oh, I'm actually pretty good at that. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Roll.
I have a nat 1
That dice is going. You got a net one, too?
plus 4.
Oh.
Oh no.
Nat 1 plus 4.
Luckily that +4 is there.
Hey guys.
Not really.
See me. No. Don't do it.
We didn't get another donation, did we?
Please.
Is it for me not to have a nat 1? Because bless your little heart.
I don't know.
Oh, yes. One of the players sings a song, and CA will push the red button of doom. No, I can't think of a better time than when you get a nat 1 to push the red button of doom.
And I think you should sing the song one.
This is good. Oh, Xynar, don't hate me. I put that in there to be funny. And
What's the red button doom do? You put it in there?
no, it's your button. Remember earlier you made a joke about if I push the red button?
Oh, the crossbow.
So I added
yeah.
it to the list, and now it's a thing. So you can decide whatever you want to happen to.
Okay.
It was $15 donation to push the button.
Okay. To push the button.
$15 for one of the players to sing a song, but they didn't specify who.
I'm flat, not me.
I would pick Rene because I love when Rene sings,
No.
especially in a southern accent. It's amazing.
Oh god.
Oh, especially as a bugbear.
No, bugbear
So
again.
cute,
Okay.
yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
What are we singing? The Song of Doom?
Oh, mashed potatoes.
No, you don't. You can sing any
Oh.
song.
The song of
We're
mashed
gonna sing
potatoes and doom.
mashed potato song. Okay. This is not the best mashed potatoes in the world. They take knowledge and letters. But it's a tribute. And I suck. Why do y'all do this to me? I hate it. I hate it. It did not go the way I planned. but I
Because
didn't
you were
plan.
gonna jam into it like it was like legit song, right?
See, it's not the best mashed potatoes in the world, okay?
You literally could have sang about anything, and the fact is potatoes made my day. You're great. You're the best. Thank you for the donations, everyone.
Yes.
We can
Thank
sing
you,
about
guys.
the heavy metal gel cube.
I'm going to push just I'm going to push my button. What does it do?
Okay.
Almighty DM God.
So first and foremost,
Do I get a mimic?
let me finish the cube thing.
Okay.
Okay, well, are we talking what I would consider to be the button of doom, or what would be your button of doom?
I mean, it says it's my button. I pushed it. It's my red button of doom.
Got it.
Oh no.
Maybe it's the lunch lady's button.
I mean, I deserve what's coming to me because I wrote it down.
Big boom.
Okay, so the first
Am I
thing
still
though
alive?
is the cube engulfs both of you. You each take 11 damage.
Oh, that's a lot. No. Oh no.
But
Oh no.
But-
Is it double? No, do it.
but
No.
because of the button of doom and it's CA's button of doom.
I'm sorry, everyone.
What's in the cube?
Oh, remember when we were friends? Okay.
Out of the box.
With letters.
Out of
Friends
the
with
box.
letters.
No.
So, she gets what she wants.
Mimics.
You can't.
She gets bomb mimics. All of your bombs turn into bombs.
But if you try sometimes.
It doesn't
Just
feel
might
like
fall.
Doom.
But
They're
Or do
stuck
I
in the-
blow up?
They're stuck in the cube with you, and they get,
Oh
of
my
course,
god.
they
I'm
get-
gonna die, everyone.
they get angry because they're bombs.
No, they're happy. They're
Bomb.
happy little bomb mimics. Don't make them angry.
Wait,
No, they're taking
to
damage.
explode, right? They're going to explode. They don't even
No. Am I in the cube?
Yes.
I'm gonna be like Humphrey. Help
Can
me,
it be like
Humphrey.
Can it be like the Animaniac style explosion, you know, where
I'm coming.
like her
I'm
hair's
trying
just
to my
blown
hand up
back?
to Humphrey. Save me. Help me. Can Humphrey see me, or am I just moving really slow in the cube?
Okay. So real quick for chat, Dak, we don't talk about the
No.
Mario Brothers movie. Don't even. We don't.
Oh,
The live action. It doesn't happen. No.
Wait, how much are we gonna? We're gonna talk about the Mario Brothers movie unless they pay us.
Oh.
Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Yeah,
I like
unless they
Browser's haircut. I thought that was pretty dope. Luigi was a bold choice. Mario gotten any work? Is that guy still alive? Give us money and I'll shut up. Yoshi creeped me out.
This is Doom.
Yoshi creeped me out. Not a cute Yoshi. I don't know how they wrote that Yoshi. It was
We don't want to talk about that was
And
the
why did they
random
have
position
beef with
chart.
the turtles? You know, why did they have beef with the turtles? I mean, what'd they ever do? You know?
the evolution gun. Oh, that was so dumb. Ooh, the cars. Everybody goes around on like the bumper cars because that
Mario
was
Kart.
like because that's
We just evolved.
that's how they were going to do electric cars, not Teslas.
But
Yep.
Anybody paid any money yet? I don't want to talk about Mario Brothers movie anymore.
the bombs will go off next round on initiative, we'll say 3.
Okay.
So our cat
I
cleric
gotcha.
of knowledge
knowledge.
that doesn't know whether to swing the stick or bat at the stick.
Oh no.
Exactly. Now I retain all my abilities, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I try to get out of this thing first? Because I know being not a good idea.
Yes, you can attempt to extract yourself from the gelatinous cube.
Does it make a wonderful slurping noise as they come out like a?
Which is a strength check, by the way.
Oh yeah, it didn't work.
Oh,
2. That's another dice going to the dice jail. I'm down to 120 left.
Oh no. Everybody donate to get Monk some more D20s.
No, save me!
Okay.
Question is the cat now a bald cat?
The acid ate your fur. You're now like the bald Egyptian kitty.
Soon to be a hairless cat.
Yes.
No. So we'll go back to the top of the order.
I did one mimic smooth. I did.
Mimic bombs.
That was
But I
the Doom
wanted
part.
to love them.
Yep. All right, Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bone.
Okay.
If you could eat your way through this jello to save me, I'd appreciate that.
No, that's a different gel. That's not a gelatinous cube. That's a Jello jiggler cube.
How much
know
used
that?
to be a Jello Jiggler
It's
cube?
the
My
truth.
constitution sucks, but Jello Jigglers are delicious.
I'm gonna say this is really jello, but you're not gonna be able to hear me through the cube.
Jello Jigglers is when you put that extra gelatin in it, get even more horse bone in
Yeah,
there.
more horse bone, yes.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
Good
Super
stuff.
jiggly.
All right.
Now
so
more cowbell and horse bone.
It makes your jello clap.
That does not.
That is a that
It makes your jello clap.
that sounds.
Oh, I'm
very-
writing that down in the
Yeah.
thread reader quote book.
That sounds
There it
absolutely
goes.
horrid. Makes your Jell-O
That sounds
clap.
hot. Okay.
Extra horse bone makes your jello clap.
Oh. Is it extra horse bone? Is
Yes,
that what you
extra
said?
horse bone makes
Yes,
your Jell-O
That's what
clap.
gelatin's
Jello,
made out of.
gelatin's was originally made from horse bone.
Oh my god.
Horse hooves, to be specific.
Well, I think that the just tasteless, flavorless just gelatin, that's like
Yeah.
still, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, yeah.
Extra.
Sad fact.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try and use my tiefling thing because I actually get to do my special tiefling thing. I'm going to do,
What is a
yeah.
special tiefling thing?
and I'm a special tiefling from what book am I from? Mordecaians. I'm from Mordecaian's Tomb of Foes, but books don't exist anymore. So I float over him with my tensor's floating disc, right? 10 feet over a thing. I can do that for
Yeah.
100 feet float.
100
Float.
feet? Wait, it's getting higher. A lot higher.
Wait, what?
You said 10 feet, 100 feet, 2,000
No, I
feet?
can float for 100 feet.
Whatever height
My
it may be.
distance can be 100 feet,
Got it.
but my altitude is only 10 feet for the
Got it.
floating disc because it just floats. It's not a flying disc. Yeah, and then bonus action, try and swap out that book like I wanted to, or is that a full action?
You got to reach into the gelatinous cube to do it.
Oh, it's in the thing, the
Yes.
thing. I thought it was just on the other side.
No,
Ah,
it's
yeah,
in the
okay.
cube. I did say the pedestal and book move with it.
Ah, I missed that part.
Okay, good. I wasn't the only one. Okay, sorry, ADHD. So I am in my
Insert disc.
No.
falling
10 feet
damage.
up.
If I'm falling damage into the gel, does it take my falling damage? Like, is it like ballistic gel?
It's
Do I
ballistic
falling
Is
gel.
it
damage
realistic,
it?
Joe?
Ballistic.
Ballistic gelatinous cube.
Ballistic gelatinous cube. Do I fall into it if I like fly? I'm not that strong, but I'm still like flying elbow.
He's
Or like-
going like
What is
WWE with the off the rails
Or
elbow.
no, I
snap.
downward yeet. I yeet towards it.
Yes.
I'm
Run the
grabbing
teacher
at it
disc.
off my disc. I just jump towards. I want the book.
Dragon Ball Z yeet.
You would still be in the cube, but you can get to the book. Yes.
I wouldn't. Would I get to the book?
Yes, you'd
I
get to the
would.
book. But you would be stuck in the cube because it's like jumping into a Jello. You're not really gonna pop right back out.
I make that Jello clap. What's the check for this? What am I doing?
To make the Jello clap.
It claps closed around you.
Oh no.
You're willingly throwing yourself into the cube, so it doesn't take
I'm
a whole
not.
lot.
Is there-
Hey, I'm not being that player. Just like nah. That book
If
is
he
there.
comes in
and it's
here,
still
can he push me
glowing,
out?
Right?
I'm so small.
Oh wait, you're small.
I'm a gnome.
And you're the only other one in there? I thought there's
No,
two.
there's a
No,
cat.
it's not a party happening.
Yeah,
There's a cat.
There's a
It's
cat
me
in
and
there.
3 mimics.
Yeah.
Cat, you, and this book.
There were potatoes.
Yeah, the potatoes were in there.
Ba-bombs.
Yeah. Now the question comes down: is the book of knowledge, the cat, or the gnome?
Oh, there's no question. The book. Sorry.
Throw the mashed potatoes in there, roll a d4, and see what he grabs. You know?
Yeah. I go. I want this. Oh, dang. Okay. So will I be like all the way in this when I'm coming down, or will like my tongue be sticking out of the top of this cube, or does it just have me?
Well, once you get partially into it, it will engulf you. So it will take the rest of you in, whether you like it or not.
I think I have something here. I might have to hold action, and then mage hand. To mage hands 15.
That's defense against Jello.
Defense against Jello. What's my armor class
10
versus
pounds.
Jello?
How much suction? Like, what is the viscosity of this cube?
Oh, God.
If I like hover above it and then like hold action, just float on my floating disc, and then reach
My
down
floaty disc.
with my mage hand on my next turn, not this
This
turn.
has become such an
obviously.
extreme event.
That's an action. Can I mage hand it out of there, or is my 10 pounds of mage hand, is it too stuck inside this cube?
I'll give you credit for it since it's a good idea. I could say you can mage hand it out. It might just pop when it pulls through the cube in a gross way.
Ew.
Either way. All right. Yeah, okay. So I float there, and then I'm floating there, and for a second there, I was like, I'm gonna jump in there, and then upon further consideration,
That's like the most
it's like,
absurd
no,
moment.
that's what you have a mage hand for. So I'm gonna hold action on top of it, and which it's still moving this way.
Yeah.
So I will hold my mage hand. It's moving towards who's left, who's cubed up.
The rest of y'all, there's only 2 of us in the cube right now.
Right.
2 in, 3 out.
3
Which way
company
is
cubes.
Cass? Which direction? Yeah, I'll go hover
Cass
like
is in it.
Oh yeah, who's not in it? Raise your hand if you're not in the cube. Okay, so then you're not in the cube. All right, you're Freebo's out in the
Behind the cube, looking at it down the passageway.
yeah. Useless. So it doesn't want to eat you. You're the only smart one here. You're like, I'll go in the direction without the cube. Me, I'm trying to figure out how to dive in it. So I'll go stand where I think it's going to go. So like I'm in its path and ready to mage hand it on my next turn.
Okay.
No elbow drop. I'm
No.
almost sad.
Oh.
So
If the mage hand doesn't work, that's plan B.
That's so
Fair.
Our 16 is next.
Yep.
Okay. Seeing my friends floating around inside of this and in new forms, and
And we're all about to blow up.
so unsure of what's happening and going on. You know what? I'm so scared with. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do it. Sometimes you just have to take a lesson from Cass and burn your way through it.
Oh,
And
no.
I'm going to cast
Fireball.
Agonizar's Scorcher.
Oh,
It
nice.
is a line of roaring flame 30 feet long and 5 feet wide that sends out from me across, and I'm going to try to slice the cube down the middle, avoiding my friends, and hopefully like splitting it open where my friends and book will drop.
Okay.
So it is a Dex save 14.
Oh, it's definitely not making it. But I can try.
Oh
You
no.
might roll in that 20.
okay, somebody donate net 20 here.
No.
I mean, it does have a dexterity of 3.
Fair. So if it fails, it'll take 3d8 fire damage.
I got a 9.
9? 9 fails. So do you want to roll the damage or you want me to?
You roll damage. Your attack. You roll damage.
Yes.
Your dice.
Okay,
Get
okay,
it.
okay. Come on, dice. So we got,
Easy.
that would be a 5, a 7, and a 1. So that would be
13.
11, 12. Is that right?
5, 7, 1 would be 13.
13. Okay, math. Math is good. 13.
Nice.
Okay.
Didn't quite have the effect that you desired. The gelatinous cube has taken a good chunk of damage, but not extensive amounts of damage yet. So that's its advantage.
It's hard to fight knowledge.
It's hard to fight knowledge.
Knowledge is dangerous.
We're down to our 14s now.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to run up and I am going to try and assist Cass in pulling herself out. And I'm going to reach into the cube and try and pull her out while she pulls herself out.
That would be you'll get an advantage on your strength check to get out, but you also take damage because the gelatinous cube is acidic.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Okay.
I don't want to blow up.
I'm bringing a tiny mimic with me.
Then you take your advantage
Just
away.
one. I have to take one with me. Humphrey, don't hate me.
You do take 5 acid damage reaching in.
Okay.
So Cass, you just gotta make a strength check to get out.
With advantage.
No, not anymore, because she's taking a mimic with. Because she's taking extra effort.
Just one.
Which loses the advantage, but doesn't cause a disadvantage.
Don't hate me.
There's no hate. There's no hate.
All right, come on, make your roll.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Oh
Like, but wait, there may be more.
no. Oh, no.
I am.
Holy cannoli with mashed potatoes and gravy on the side. Rene. I adore you with so much.
You're welcome, I think.
Maybe.
I'm trying to get you in that 20 here.
You take time. Take all the time. There's no
Channel
rush.
The 20.
Hey,
The 20. No,
Let
no,
me
no,
see if
no,
I have
no,
anything
no,
to help make it better.
$10. Come on, anybody.
Yeah.
For just
give her an-
$10, you can assure that a nat 20 transpires on the table tonight, right now.
But CA's not gonna try to make, a nat 20. She's gonna try to make everything a mimic. She's like, I'm gonna donate.
Because we only have like an hour left. What if nobody donates to make them all mimics? This is my only chance. What if I don't get another button of doom?
You at least have the opportunity to take your one mimic with you.
You had one shot.
I'm so excited. You have to pull me out so I can tame it.
I don't have my wallet on me.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, what are you trying to donate? Yeah, I'll let you pay me back. You got PayPal?
He's like, I got this. I got this. What you want?
Oh
What
my
are you looking for?
God.
You need me to donate for a die?
Yeah, somebody donate. I'll cash app you, I swear.
Oh no, what did you get, Humphrey?
Oh, we're $9 away. So come on, that's $10. Because it's the 400.
We can take a break until you can get your wallet. That's okay.
Oh, so we're gonna take the break in the middle of the fight. We can do that. I'm okay with
Drama.
I feel like
Tension.
if my mimic depends on it.
that. I feel like
Your
we can
mimic
tonight.
depends on it.
Now, what happens if we got conflicting donation going on?
Well, we'll find out when we get back,
Oh
won't we?
no, what does that mean? Are you gonna donate too? Oh,
So what happens if somebody gets a nat 20
battle
and
of
a
the
nat 1?
donations. I guess it depends on who it goes
The
to.
best thing and the worst thing simultaneously.
Ooh, how crazy would that be?
So it depends on. So we are going to take a short break.
Woo! Yes, we need to get our wallets out. So please
I
stay
think
tuned.
Hint, hint.
I shall play a commercial.
I thank you. My bladder thanks you.
I can do the be right back if you'd like.